Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. Blue Jackets, their home opener tonight, hosting New Jersey at Nationwide Arena. 7 o'clock face-off here on the Fan. Jet Greaves is expected to be in goal. Game 2 of the American League Championship Series tonight. Seattle at Toronto. Mariners a 1-0 lead after last night's victory. National League Championship Series starts tonight. Milwaukee hosting the LA Dodgers in that series. San Diego manager Mike Schilt announcing his retirement today. The Detroit Tigers have given manager A.J. Hinch a contract extension. NFL's Tennessee Titans fired head coach Brian Callahan today after a 1-5 start. 2 NFL games tonight. Buffalo at Atlanta, Chicago at Washington, and College Hoops AP preseason poll out Purdue, the preseason number 1. This update brought to you by Roosters, who's giving away 12 Ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register today at roosterswings.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The following is intended for immature audiences only.
There's no such thing as a radio rating system.
But if there were, this show would be rated O as in...
Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the crazy soundboard.
Hola, I'm Dennis Farina. So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Walk.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Monday. Welcome in. Hello, good, clean boy.
Oh, hello, man. Ready for a little reaction Monday?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
And I got a bone to pick with someone right off the bat. It's not you. Not you.
I contend that you have more bones to pick than anyone I've ever known.
Well, you know what? You're going to agree with my bone. As soon as I tell you about it, you're gonna co-sign my bone.
I love most of your bones.
How you doing, Ted?
Doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
Lemmy.
Hey, not like our guy Bax out there for 10 TV.
Bax has got COPD.
He was dying
He's
out
got
there.
something wrong with him.
My
hey,
gosh, get that checked out, man.
So we got plenty of football today. Going to talk about that. What else we got today?
What do we got? We got playoffs. We got
Jackets time
Commanders,
tonight.
Bears. We got the Jackets.
Guys getting fired. We got it all. You know what else I got? As soon as I sat down, main spot today, a greasy mouse. Was Rothman eating fried chicken in here and licking his fingers?
Greasy mouse.
It was dripping with grease. Food grease.
Yeah, and then I was so nice to walk down to the kitchenette. I grabbed you a few paper towels because I'm a nice guy. I know you're in the one chair, so you're sitting down. You got to get the soundboard ready. Got to get everything ready. I got myself situated. Walked down there, got your paper towels. There's a little wetness on your desk too. You hate that. That's not good. You clean that up. You clean up
you have some self-awareness. If your bottle leaves condensation, then you wipe it up.
Well, wipe it up.
I don't want to sit down and beads of moisture. I got beads and I got a greasy mouse.
But you clean up the greasy mouse, and you chuck the paper towel right over at me. I'm already dealing with a rash on my neck. I don't need that as well.
Where'd you get the rash on your neck?
I don't know what happened.
It's got like 3. Did the cat scratch you?
No cat scratch. My cat doesn't scratch
like
me.
3 claw marks.
Friends.
Were you playing Bloody Mary in the bathroom
with Boof Bonzer?
Remember that game? Bloody Mary, bloody. What was it? And then you did something and she scratches you?
I don't know the scratching game. I just remember the Teen Wolf situation where you go in the, what do they call it, 2 minutes in heaven or something?
No. This is completely different.
You had a party with, no, that's different.
This
That's
is
different.
when
I'm talking about a party with your friends. You get stuffed in the closet.
No.
Whatever happens.
My game, you go into a bathroom and you say stuff into a mirror, Bloody Mary, and then a ghoul scratches you.
Well, where'd that game come from?
I don't know.
And why do I say bloody? Why do I want this to happen? Is it a seance of some type?
I think it's you're messing with forces that we don't understand. I never liked to play the game.
No, I don't want to play that game. I don't want to mess with forces.
Every kid that I knew who played that game, by the way, dead.
So it works.
He's just a common man.
How you doing, Ted?
Still doing good, Mike.
All right. Lots of Buckeye news, Buckeye conversation, college football stuff, 3 o'clock hour. 4 o'clock hour, NFL goodness. We had a coach fired today. We'll talk about that in the NFL. Then we had college coaches fired too.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, you had a James fired.
And then a 5 o'clock hour, a little bouillabaisse, a little flavorful broth of everything, including today being a very special day. We're going to celebrate that in the 5 o'clock hour. Don't miss it.
I can't wait. It might have some sound incorporated with it.
Jackets opening up at home tonight against the Devils. Live coverage starts at 6:30. I was watching the game on Saturday night.
Me too.
And actually was so frustrated at a certain point, I turned it off. They played so much better against Nashville last week.
They did.
They didn't get a point.
They were sharper.
And
right?
I thought they played like poo for a big stretches of that game on Saturday night. But Elvis was good. He needed to be.
He was great.
They being the Blue Jackets, spent the entire game, seemed like, in the penalty box. We had inopportunistic penalties against the Predators, too. Got to clean that up. But you come away the first 2 games of the season with 2 points. If you would have told me that you're going to split those games, I'd say fine.
Me too.
I'll take it. And then you start up at home tonight against the Devils. By the way, Devils have scored like 97 goals so far on the season. They've been hot.
They got 11 goals in their first 2 games. But you know what? I mean, as much as you didn't like the way that they played for the full 60 minutes, and, you know, the one thing that scared you is that you get that 2-0 lead. You give the lead up. You know, you have a few more goals, find the back of the net. What was the score when they got the 5-on-3? Credit to them. They cashed in on the 5-on-3 when they had about 1:20 of it, which you have to do in the NHL. If you have more than 40 seconds of a 5-on-3 advantage, you need to cash in, and they did.
If you don't, that works the other way.
Mm-hmm. It sure does. Momentum goes the other way.
Such a momentum boost to the team that killed off the penalty. What was it, 4-2 when they went?
I think it was 4-2, and then they went 5-2, and they needed that lead because, you know, again, Wild would find a couple of goals again, and it just. When you have that 3-goal lead and there's still plenty of time in the game and you're on the road, even when that next one goes in for Minnesota, you just feel it. You know what I mean? Even when you're up by 2, you can just feel the home crowd.
There's intangibles too, right?
Supercharged to it. And you're like, oh boy, you give up one more, and then
it's their
really
home
going to get the
opener,
equalizer,
right? Yeah. So it's their home opener. They're ready to go. You know, I know the Jackets fans will bring it tonight, 6:30 here on the Fan. Jets-Broncos game yesterday.
Yuck.
They need to show that in prisons. Like, we need to, political prisoners. We can't waterboard anymore. That's no good. Show them that game.
Oh, yeah.
They'll give up their secrets in 5 minutes.
Last week in London, remember, there was this big thing with Ticketmaster where there were all sorts of issues and people weren't able to get into the stadium. I would have wished for ticketing issues. I would have wished to be scammed so I didn't have to go in and watch that game at Hotspur Stadium. That was so gross. I left at halftime. I went golfy. I just left. I'm not sitting around and watching this second half. This game sucks.
Awful.
You could tell it wasn't going to get any better either.
Look, though, that's what I hate about, like, quarterback ratings and stuff, too, because they don't tell the entire story. Because going into this game, Justin Fields had a quarterback rating of like 100, and he had not thrown an interception. And you look at his numbers. Yes, technically, from a yardage standpoint, they're awful. What were they? Who was he? 9 of 14 for like 70 yards, whatever the hell it was.
What are you talking about, the Broncos game?
Yeah.
No, he had 45 yards, and when you factor in all the sacks, he got sacked 9 times.
That's what I'm going to get to.
They had negative.
Is that he holds the ball so damn long. This is something he's never learned. In all his stops, he holds the ball so damn long. And you know what? You go back and watch some of the film that's floating around YouTube. You've got wide open wide receivers running down the field. He just doesn't see them.
No, and
he's never going to see them consistently.
You combine that with what's going on with them. I mean, it was comical. The end of their first half. Oh, my God. Like, letting all that clock run out. They went for it. They ran a fake punt on 4th down.
Stupidity is
That's how
contagious.
much they wanted to continue that drive to try to get some points on the board. And then they just let 30 seconds at midfield. And Garrett Wilson, God love him, he's a good, clean Buckeye. He's a great Buckeye wide receiver that can't put any stats up there right now. He's never had anybody to throw him the football since he entered the league. It's almost like the first 4 years of Terry McLaurin's career when he was in Washington. Still is, but now he's got Jaden Daniels. I couldn't believe that. And him and Aaron Glenn, they were yelling at each other going into the locker room. Whoa.
It's a nightmare situation.
So
Speaking
bad.
of a nightmare situation, Penn State loses to Northwestern. James Franklin gets canned.
Couldn't believe it.
$49 million. I couldn't believe it either.
Were you watching that game, or were you sort of seeing the alerts like I was?
I
just couldn't believe that they were going to play that close.
I didn't think, I thought they'd go out there and win by 50. And then people would start puffing out their chests again, like, oh, look who's back.
I had him in my pizzazz segment, and I almost jokingly wanted to pick Northwestern to win, but I couldn't bring myself to do it.
I didn't think that on the home field you'd have a performance like that. And look, there's injuries, lots of injuries, okay? This is not the first time that Penn State's starting quarterback has gone out and then they just can't run a lick of offense. This happened a few years back. I don't know if they're going to win a game the rest of the season. I am surprised they did this, though, when they did it. I thought this was a play, in December, January, when the regular season's over, because you're not going to have to worry about, Big Ten championship games and playoffs. But when you think about the timeline here, man, I'm not saying it's not justified. Trust me. I think he's been a piece of crap for a long time. We get too obsessed with winning percentages overall.
Honestly, this is why people say like they were just a shoo-in to make the playoff. Not really. If you listen to a lot of us, there are a lot of skepticals.
I know
that Penn State was thought of this highly.
If
a lot
not
of us tried
now,
to warn.
when?
Right. No.
you've got.
So that's why you got to fire.
You got a tremendous retention rate. You got a first-round NFL quarterback. You got, in theory, one of the best defenses in college football. It's time. But just going back to last offseason, they won 2 playoff games, right? They won 2 playoff games. They get a lot of preseason buzz about winning the national championship. And before the clock hits mid-October, James Franklin gets fired.
Yeah.
It's an astonishing
turn of events. Those 2 playoff games, when you look at one of them was a home game against SMU, there would have been no hesitation. Maybe if they lost that home game to SMU, that could have been it, possibly. I don't know. They did win it. They got the Georgia game. It just seems like that wasn't enough, though, because you look at his record against Ohio State. You look at all his other performances.
His record
in the
against
other big
anyone
games.
that's relevant.
Anyone in the top 10, aside from that quarterfinal game in the playoff last year. And like we said, everybody was zeroed in on this year with Drew Aller coming back. And again, it sucks that he got hurt. I feel for that guy that he's going to miss his entire season now. He wanted to come back to Penn State because of the season that they were supposedly going to have. But a lot of us were questioning if Drew Aller was really that number 1 overall type of quarterback. I never saw it. Now this is going to be incredibly tough for him. It's not that he still won't get an opportunity, but who knows what that does to the draft stock, how he has to play his way in there.
They may not win another game. You know who is going to win another game, though? Buckeyes. Buckeyes beat Illinois. We'll talk about the game coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some holdup due to an accident that's on Refugee Road between Noah Bixby Road and Glenbrier Street. And you're looking at a bit of a slowdown due to that construction that's on westbound 70 on the west side near Hilliard Rome Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Is water damaging your home? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement concrete foundation experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Meijer has everything you need to enjoy the flavors of fall. Locally grown tote bag apples are 89 cents a pound. Buy one, get one for $1 on fresh from Meijer boneless pork tenderloin. And assorted varieties of General Mills cereal are 2 for $4 when you buy 2 or more. Make your Halloween a ghoulishly good deal better with 25% off outdoor Halloween decor. And select snack-sized chocolate Halloween candy is $4.49 per bag. Make your Halloween a good deal spookier at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in store or in the Meijer app.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
All month long at Twin Peaks, celebrate National Dessert Month with sweet endings like our Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cheesecake topped with RumChata sauce, or the Twin Peaks Sundae with a warm Ghirardelli brownie. Pair it with a Screwball peanut butter whiskey for the ultimate game day finish. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views. Bills piling up? CME can help you wrap up your debt into one simple, manageable signature loan with rates starting as low as 8.75% APR. Instead of juggling stacks of statements, let CME help you unwrap peace of mind this season. APR from 8.75%. Terms and eligibility apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org.
If your garage door is about as reliable as a fast food ice cream machine, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we fixed awful garage doors. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
Hello, big voice guy here. I've been hired to tell you all about the Fan's YouTube channel. Did you know you can immerse yourself in Buckeye goodness like Austin and Burb's daily podcast, The Beat? Yes, sirree, Bob. Subscribe today.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools to help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We kick off the work week with fantastic weather for fall. We'll have mid-70s and plenty of sunshine. And for overnight, those mostly clear skies prevail with their temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s. For Tuesday, lots of sun and daytime highs topping out in the mid-70s, and we stay dry heading into the rest of the work week. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with a 10 weather impact forecast.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
If the authorities looked at their Instagram accounts,
they'd be arrested immediately.
Daddy, what are you doing?
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. You know, Timmy, I was thinking about people in Wyoming the other day.
What?
It's just so wide open and spread out, right? There's hardly anybody living there, but the state is huge. And I was thinking, like, these people who live in the country, in Wyoming, if they get limp pee-pee,
yeah,
what do they do?
Like way past Casper, Wyoming. Like way out there.
Oh, wait.
Way beyond Laramie.
Cody,
Wyoming.
Yeah. My God. They probably don't have any men's health professionals specializing in ED in the entire state of Wyoming.
That's just too damn bad.
It's just a whole state of limpness.
That's a crying shame.
Here in central Ohio, we have 2 Tri-State Men's Health locations. One in Hilliard, one in Westerville. They're there for the one in Hilliard's right next to Fish's house. He comes and visits you.
Yeah, you have lunch with him afterwards.
If you're dealing with ED, there's no need to act like you live in Wyoming, because you don't. You live in civilization with people who can solve this problem with you. Call them today, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com. I have a giveaway today. Hockey is back. It's Blue Jackets week here on the Fan. Home opener tonight. When you hear this, not now, the next time you hear that, you call up Teddy, 614-821-9710, and you could win a pair of tickets to Jackets and Lightning this weekend.
Ooh, a little Saturday night game.
A little Saturday night with the Lightning.
Love that. Little, hopefully get the daily double this coming Saturday, just like we did this past Saturday.
Buckeyes beat Illinois 34-16. Look, you got the road win. I said I thought this was going to be a four-quarter football game. Turned out it wasn't. Buckeyes controlled the game from a time of possession standpoint. They did give up 16 points, those rat bastards.
My goodness.
But they generated some takeaways and some turnovers, which we said you're going to need in a game like this. They did not beat themselves by turning the football over. And, you know, this game to me can be summed up in one word, and that is unremarkable. And for a road win in the Big Ten, I will take that every single time. Can you even remember anything on offense? I can't. They controlled the ball. They moved things. They were smart. They were efficient. I can't remember one play that was meaningful.
They had one touchdown drive of more than 60 yards. That was it. But you know what?
That's because Illinois was stupid and kept giving them the ball at midfield.
Yeah, well, the defense had to take it from them. I mean, those were some good turnovers.
They're kneeling down before they punt.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, that was a boneheaded mistake. That was one of those where you just say,
you don't
wow.
kneel.
Yeah, bend. This is college football. This is not the National Football League. That's a place that you're not going to get to if you keep making plays like that, kneel down on the ball when you could punt it and make the Buckeyes have to go 85 or 90 yards, whatever. But you said it, unremarkable game.
And it's good. I'm not saying that's bad.
I know you're not. I know you're not, because Illinois had a touchdown late when... Let's call that what it was. That was a garbage touchdown. This is a 34-10 game. This is 3+ touchdowns. You have it in the bag in the fourth quarter on the road, and your offense isn't doing anything outstanding. Credit Illinois' defense, too. They clearly played much, much better football than they did against Indiana. They wanted to keep Ohio State's playmakers underneath.
Should not even be a point of reference.
No,
they are a better team than that.
This was you saw a solid college football defense out there from Illinois.
Yeah.
And they made life difficult for Ohio State's offense. So, hey, guess what? That's why you have that vaunted defense. And we made a thing talking about the turnovers in the week leading up to this game. And actually giving the defense more credit because they hadn't been creating that many turnovers in recent games, but keeping teams to either 3 points, keeping them out of the end zone, not giving up red zone touchdowns. The fact that they were that good without the turnovers here recently, they get 3 of them in this game, and that sets the Buckeye offense up with short fields, and they cash in all 3 of those times.
It's another game where you give up less than 300 total yards, and I'm happy with the defensive performance. I know that Bielema was running his mouth after the game saying, yeah, we should have went tempo. They couldn't do anything with that.
Yeah, I saw it. Then do it, right. Dummy. Then why weren't you doing it?
Because
it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have been a difference.
Buckeyes dominated time of possession anyway. Yeah, go ahead. Run tempo. Run tempo. Have your offense out there for 5 minutes. Let's see how that works out for you.
See what happens when Luke Altmaier has a little bit of a rough patch in the middle of the game and misses on a couple of throws, because he is human, and he will.
And you brought it up. Late in that game, it's a garbage touchdown. You have that game in hand. You know you're going to win the football game. You're not playing the type of defense you would play the first 3 quarters of the game. You're giving them stuff. Go ahead, run your tempo. Ryan Day will just control the football, not give it back to you.
I thought that Jermaine Matthews and the game that he had, clearly we all saw it with him getting involved in the turnovers. That was exceptional. But to lose Lorenzo Styles, to find out that he wasn't playing in this game, and we shouted him out last week too, and just what a good season he has had so far. And what an incredible move that's been for Lorenzo Styles in his football career to switch to defense, locking down that position as the slot corner and being a very willing hitter and tackler. He had the one play, the mishap against Ohio, where he's trying to tackle the guy for 40 yards or trying to strip the ball instead of just bringing him down and giving up the big play. But what a job. Devin Sanchez playing outside corner. They tried to pick on him a little bit, but he held his own. And Jermaine Matthews, who is a great corner opposite of Davison Igbinosun, really does a nice job moving into the slot corner.
Is committing pass interference on every single play.
Liability for me.
But
it's the one thing.
That's the one
thing
that
for me to watch.
Joel Klatt said that I actually agree with on the broadcast, which is if you do it all the time, they can't call it every play. That's what he's doing, right?
The first one that they let go, I mean, it's textbook, right? If you have both of your hands on each side of the player's torso, you don't even have to have one of them clenched. They're going to call that. Now, his right hand was clenched. He had a fistful of jersey with the right hand, and his left hand was on the guy's back.
That's incidental.
And they're not calling that. He is a relentless player. There is that. I don't know if you can ever take that out of him, but I don't know what they continue to try to do.
Well, they put oven mitts on the dude in the offseason.
Someone said boxing gloves, make him wear the boxing gloves so he cannot grab and do that. He has to just sort of swat. Keep doing it because you're going to continue to get into some situations where they'll go at him and he will pick up a key pass interference penalty as we go along.
All right, new AP polls. Buckeyes stay at number 1, 50 first-place votes for them. Miami stays at number 2. They get 13 first-place votes. Indiana all the way up to number 3.
Any case for them at 2? Or is it just simply the competition that Miami's played? We got Florida State. They had South Florida, and they were ranked. Notre Dame.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Indiana's undefeated. They're getting 3 first-place votes. We'll talk about their performance against Oregon coming up. Texas A&M up a spot to 4. Ole Miss 1, but looked like crap. Down a spot to 5. Alabama, they played a tight game. They're up 2 spots to 6. Texas Tech and their Rich Booster guy up 2 spots to 7. Oregon down 5 spots to 8. Talk about their win in a second. Win being marquee win on the season. I know we can't play that game where it's like, well, if this happens and this happens and this happens, you suck. But you don't think they thought about that a little bit?
Yeah.
Once they saw what Penn State was, what type of marquee win that is?
Yeah, it's crazy right now. And I know we'll get into it too, but college football this weekend was just off the chain. And I feel like we're saying that every single week.
Tough.
Do you?
It's tough to win consistently.
Well, I mean, you were lamenting. We had a week, maybe it was 3 weeks ago. I don't remember, but you didn't see that many, big time matchups on the schedule. Like not a lot of top 25s taking each other on. You might get one of those here and there, but I feel like the consistency across the board. And now the parity that we've got in the game where Indiana's doing something like this.
There's a difference.
We've had some really fun matchups. And then when you put a coach like James Franklin and a team like Penn State and a team like Texas gets back into the polls here when they beat Oklahoma. But you've got the pressure cooker in college football that is just, it knows no bounds.
Conference plays a different animal. You're going to have either haves and have-nots, but, you can still get a decent game. Look, Arkansas has given teams a decent week. They suck. Right? My whole problem is when you have an entire week's worth of Alabama against Colgate and Buckeyes against Grambling
and just
on the schedule.
Just think when college football moves away from that. Because
when's that going to happen, Timmy?
Don't you think it's got to happen? I mean,
I've been saying that for 10 years.
They want to make more money, and that's going to happen eventually. But when they do, how good is it going to be from start to finish?
Georgia's up a spot to 9. LSU up a spot to 10. The rest of the Big Ten, we have nothing. Oh, no, Nebraska comes in at number 25. Michigan drops out. That's a shame. We'll talk about them and how they gave up 500 yards to USC coming up shortly. As a matter of fact, let's talk about all that next. Indiana, Oregon, Michigan falling, James Franklin getting canned, all of it coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is moving a little slow on southbound 71 on the north side between 17th Avenue and 5th Avenue. You're also going to hit slower traffic on northbound 71 on the south side between Green Lawn Avenue and 315. This report is sponsored by Custom Air. You're not just a homeowner, you're also a heating system that comes with a blanket owner. You need heating built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard. Visit CustomAirCo.com for your estimate today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic, sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a cool, refreshing mountain dew. So give me my goodness. Give me a dew.
Grab some friends and an ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Mountain Dew.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of our specialties here at Pella Wilson is getting rid of old, smaller windows with no view and replacing them with huge, beautiful windows that can change the look and feel of your home.
We tried that once, but we cut the hole a bit too big, so we had to put in a garage door instead in their dining room.
Wilson.
Didn't improve the view, but they do have a drive-through now, so you're welcome, Grewball family.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
They refer to each other as stupid, so they must get along.
We fight a lot, but at the end of the day, it's okay, because we really do hate each other. Mm-hmm.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Please subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast brought to you by our friends at Care Heating and Cooling. I was making a joke about this, like, is Penn State going to win another game? But I'm looking at this schedule. You tell me where you see a Penn State victory here, okay?
Go through it, because I've looked at this schedule, and I'm kind of with you. Let's go through it.
On the road, Saturday night at Iowa.
And how about even before this? They moved that. This was after the UCLA game. Then they came out. They were burying that game on Peacock. And think about that in terms of before the season, when it's number 1 Penn State or whatever they were, number 1 or number 2, national title favorite. They're not putting a road game at Iowa middle of the season. Those two defenses, the physical play, they're not putting that as a streaming only night game. No way.
I don't see them winning that game.
No, not at this point.
Then
nope.
Here.
No.
They'll lose by 100.
No.
Home against Indiana.
No.
At Michigan State. I mean, Michigan State's trash, but... And then it's home against Nebraska and at Rutgers. I don't think they're going to lose all those games, but they could.
Right. This is where you say, like, you play the schedule game, and with everything that's going on with Penn State right now, it is, like, knee-jerky easy to see that they could maybe have one win left or just crumble. But also, I also wouldn't say, like, the home game against Indiana, that they couldn't have a spirited performance and win that. I don't know what their backup quarterback situation is going to look like now behind Drew Aller, and if they're able to get enough out of their offense. And then Nebraska, we all know that Nebraska, they've got to do a lot of proving to let us know that late in the season, late November, they can go on the road to Penn State, whether they fire James Franklin and have their starting quarterback or not, before we think highly of them. And who knows? Who knows what Matt Rule will be able to do with the Huskers this year.
Stop it. By the way, I was looking at
Everybody
a list.
loves them, though.
Everybody loves them. I was looking at a list of potential candidates for Penn State because what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And I laughed. I laughed out loud because the first name on the list was Matt Campbell.
Matt Campbell? Really?
He's on the list for everything.
That's so dumb.
Every
We're still doing
single list.
I thought you were going to say Matt Rule.
Well, he was on there too.
I think he's buddy with, is it the athletic director or somebody?
He's going to get fired
somebody
soon.
At Penn
The
State.
AD is going to get fired in 2 seconds. We have more drama with that coming up later on the show.
I mean, you signed on to pay James Franklin possibly $50 million to go away.
I saw Matt Campbell on there. I laughed. Matt Rule's on there. And Cignetti's on there.
Curt Cignetti is the one.
Indiana goes to Oregon. Here's my question to you. And maybe it's my Penn State hatred coming through, but I think college football in 2025 is so much different than college football in 2005 because I know Brian Kelly said, I got to go to LSU to win the national championship. No, you didn't.
No.
You wanted to go to LSU. You thought it was time to get away from Notre Dame. I don't think Curt Cignetti needs to go to Penn State. I don't.
Yeah.
I think he has just as good of a chance of making the playoffs going to Indiana. He's shown that he can win there. You know, if I'm him, and the money's not going to be a factor, right? It used to be back in the day, you'd never have a program like Indiana paying somebody $12 million a year to be their coach. But if Cignetti continues to win games there, they will pony up that cash to keep him. That's not going to be an issue.
Honestly, Penn State is in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. Indiana is sort of in the middle of nowhere in Indiana. It's not that far away from Indianapolis. It's probably closer to a big town than Penn State.
It's less in the middle of nowhere than
Penn
State colleges.
It is. And if you've been to Bloomington, it does feel like it's out there. It's got that smaller college town feel, but it's not that far down the road from Indianapolis.
You know who
Point being,
lives close to Bloomington?
Who?
I was raised in a small town.
Oh, yeah. Sucking on chili dog.
That's a different song.
That's a better song. Don't give me the small town.
No, Small Town's a great song.
I want Sucking on a Chili Dog.
As a matter of fact,
if you're going John Cougar Mellencamp, I want Sucking on a Chili Dog.
We were talking about the Cougar, John Mellencamp last week. I went home, put on the Scarecrow album.
Good.
Damn, that's a good album.
Scarecrow.
My God, Scarecrow. Listen to that. The whole thing from start to finish, fantastic.
All right, I will. Point being, though, Indiana, and you were alluding to it, there's no lack of funds there. They got big boosters. They've been getting this cut of this massive Big Ten revenue share. They're an original Big Ten member. I mean, they've been in this conference forever. They helped build it into the brand that it is with their phenomenal basketball team. And right now, their football. Like, think about if Kansas football were to make that turn. That's about akin to what it is. Their football is more on the map than their basketball.
There used to be.
At the moment, and they are one of the best basketball programs in history.
And it was valid, but there used to be conversations about, you don't want to go to a basketball school and get overshadowed by the basketball program. That's not an issue now. Indiana's not the program that they were.
It's why it's good to do both. Why would you want to just
God forbid, you're right.
Why would you want to just funnel into one? Why would anyone want to do that? I've never understood it. We play that game here. We do. Let's be honest about it. Like, we know we're a football school, but it still just pains me to think that we're not putting the resources in building the basketball the way that we should. Because look at that. Look what Indiana's doing.
Indiana going out there is a hell of a victory.
God. It is.
And Oregon fans, whether they should be or not, they're sitting around wondering how good their team is.
I think Oregon's still pretty good.
Well,
I think they got beat by a really good football team. Tough home loss.
I think so too, but you start to analyze everything. You start to second guess everything, don't you? Going to Penn State and winning that game in overtime, that looked like a huge triumph. What does that mean now? Maybe it's unfair to do that because in that moment, just like we say about Texas, although they went out and kicked the crap out of Oklahoma this week, in that moment, that was a huge game for them. Mm-hmm. But what does it mean now?
I think we try not to live in that world like if it were us. You say that.
I know, but it's natural to do that, isn't it?
Focus on what you are, and it would depend. Like if that was a middle tier Big Ten program, right, that was trying to take a big step and no one really knew about them. But when it's Oregon and they had the year that they had last year, so you know the foundation, right? I mean, I think we can agree. Dan Lanning, he's got some stuff. Like he's I also, he had this tattoo when he took his shirt off. Did you see that on game day? Him and Pat McAfee, they both did a shirtless thing. Lanning must be his wife or an old girlfriend. I mean, he had this giant
old girlfriend.
He had this gigantic mural tattoo of a woman under his arm. It was like his whole torso.
Maybe it was the Virgin Mary.
It was not the Virgin Mary.
No?
But it was a pretty awesome tattoo that gobbled up his entire torso. But
let him live.
We know Dan is a good coach. I think we know Oregon's a good team. I get what you're saying, and they're not going to have much of a schedule to prove themselves. They have they go to Rutgers, they have Wisconsin at home, and that could be the Luke Fickell's fired game. Iowa on the road, Minnesota, USC is at home. End of the season. That's really their only top 25 game left on the schedule, second to last for them.
We talked about Penn State. What a disaster. I mean, they lose to Northwestern. Drew Aller's out for the season. They fired James Franklin. They got to pay him $49 million. And I think the drama is just getting started with Penn State because there are other little wrinkles to what's going on there where I think it could be a complete and total disaster. The AD could be on his way out. We could be talking about serious financial crimes. I'll break it down for you coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got an accident downtown that's causing delay on East Long Street at Lester Drive, and you're going to hit a 5-minute delay on southbound 315 from King Avenue to Town Street. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Is your concrete cracking? Is your uneven walkway dangerous? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the concrete lifting experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron, what are we going to do with these 41 new trucks you bought?
Those extra trucks are to make sure that we can always send someone to the rescue when a customer needs us.
Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians to the rescue.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter, HVAC technicians.
Get Eco.
Aaron, you bought those 41 new trucks at exactly the right time.
I know, Jerry, because everyone everywhere is needing help with their furnace right now.
Summertime is when furnaces develop problems.
The contacts and relays and sensors get all wonky.
Because summertime is when furnaces are not being used.
And our technicians can unwalk them.
Get Eco.
If you need someone to unwalk your furnace, get Eco.
Our technicians can unwalk anything.
And with 41 new trucks, they can get there fast. Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter, HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver, leaving plenty of time for the important things. Like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
Attack and dominate. Morning Juice is on YouTube and 10 TV Plus.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Join Bobby Carpenter and Tito weekdays starting at 6 or watch on demand. More Bobby, less commercials. The Fan.
At Giant Eagle, we're focused on quality, freshness, and all your favorites. Because meals bring us together. Because recipes keep traditions alive. Because the right ingredients make it or break it. Because being part of the neighborhood matters. Because what we pick up at the store is what we bring into our lives. At Giant Eagle, we're always going for better to bring you the best. Because it matters.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. live in concert, presenting The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
You know what my favorite place is to watch a game? The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. This is Scotty Vegas, and Dave Biddle and I are throwing a huge party for the Thursday night Steelers-Bengals game. We have tickets, Pro Football Hall of Fame passes, and dining credits to give out during the game at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Amazing food, huge screens and prizes. That's a winning parlay. Can't wait to see you Thursday night. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
With business banking, Tel Ohio Credit Union takes it personally. It's why they are the #1 SBA lender among Ohio credit unions. You are a member, not a number. That's the Tel Ohio difference. Visit telhio.org/business.
Certain restrictions apply. Tel Ohio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
What's the point of watching football all weekend if you can't overanalyze it?
Reaction Monday is sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan.
The only show that can bring a dead queen back to life. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Drama at Penn State, right? James Franklin gets fired. Their team is terrible. They're 0-3 in the conference. You look at the rest of their schedule, they might not win a damn game for the entire season in the Big Ten.
Crazy story. I mean, this is the story in college football right now with what Penn State was expected to do, and we're already talking about James being out.
I think somebody else could be out, too, and that's their AD, Pat Kraft. First of all, Patrick Kraft is the one who inked James Franklin to this deal, and if there's not an indictment there, right, I don't know what is.
Absolutely.
But
yeah, you're the one that had the faith in James Franklin when there had to be a lot of doubters in Happy Valley.
Of course there were.
We would have been saying the same thing. The way that we have been talking about Ryan Day with his struggles against Michigan, aside from winning the national championship this past year, we have been a loud chorus.
I understand that, but Ryan Day's issues, and it's a big issue, and it needs to be corrected this year. He knows that. It's with one team.
Mm-hmm.
James Franklin's issues is any team that's good.
Yep. Ohio State included.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Cannot beat the Buckeyes.
So Patrick Kraft, the AD, remember a couple weeks back we were talking about how Penn State, they didn't feel valued enough from Nike. They had a deal with Nike.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And so they signed a $300 million
10-year, I think, right?
Apparel deal with Adidas. Well, apparently some of the trustees on the Penn State board are really pissed off because they felt like this contract was signed very quickly. They didn't get a chance to review all the details. For example, they don't know what the final offer was from Nike. They don't know how much it was in comparison to this Adidas deal. And there are trustees that are all pissed off about that. But there's also some language in the contract with Adidas that is very odd. Like this. There is an $8 million annual product allotment that Adidas gives the athletic department every single year in terms of jerseys and cleats and
for
all
the teams
that
to
crap,
have
right?
everything that they could possibly need.
They negotiate on a number. It's different for every single school. So Penn State has negotiated $8 million a year in product stuff.
They want to be
from Adidas.
It's probably them in Kansas then. If you talk about Adidas schools, they want to be up there. Their brand is huge. They want to be getting the most stuff for their athletic teams as humanly possible.
What's also included in this contract, though, is an annual product allotment of $500,000 in retail value for AD Patrick Kraft, specifically
too much stuff. That's
for
too high.
him. Now, Front Office Sports was writing about this, and they got in touch with other ADs, and they said, "Hey, is that common?" And they said, "Hey, no. That's not common." Now, Patrick Kraft says everything's on the up and up. There's no issue here. Adidas says we don't comment on the contract because it's confidential.
Yeah.
But it's a bad look.
The $8 million is common. Like
the $8 million is
that's common for
the $500,000 earmarked specifically for the athletic director is not common.
That's weird.
In my mind, he's setting up an eBay site
What are
and
we
just
doing?
selling all this crap.
How are you? Like, it's one thing. Like, we see, like, for instance, there's some guys that, are in our building here that also do work for Learfield. And I always snicker and I joke because I'm like, oh, nice quarter zip. Got you a nice new Nike quarter zip because you're in part working for Ohio State. Ohio State's a Nike school, and you want to be down there on the sideline. Tyler Danberg needs to be a good, clean Buckeye, and he needs to wear like
He can't dress like a
team
bum.
gear.
That's
No,
right.
He needs to look official and look like the rest of the staffers look.
And the AD getting some merch is very common, not having it in the contract for $500,000.
I'm talking this is like 1 or 2 items. Maybe CB gets a new shirt once a year, right? I've every now and then gotten a shirt thrown my way. That's about it, though. This is $500,000 of stuff. What are we talking about? You would usually have a rep, wouldn't you? And upon need, like maybe there's a spring drop, maybe there's a fall drop where you get some more cold weather gear. Maybe get one of those nice like navy blue puffer coats with the Adidas 3-stripe on the side. Get one of those. Ooh, go in the cold weather. $500,000. No.
So you have trustees that are upset because they feel like they were sort of left out of this entire process. You have the AD specifically mentioned getting $500,000 worth of merchandise in the contract. And I'm reading other stories today about how there are reports, which they have to be BS. There's no way I believe this, that Adidas, with their new relationship with Penn State, they're going to pay James Franklin's buyout of $49 million. And they were heavily involved with the decision to fire him. I agree with you, Timmy. It makes no sense, but I'm seeing this from reputable people. Looky here. Adidas is a publicly traded company. All right?
It's Adidas.
You can't just go out and pay $49 million on a coach's buyout without disclosing that to your stockholders and investors. That is a major financial crime. There's no way this huge German brand, and I love, Penn State and sometimes college football fans think that their entire school is the center of the universe. All right? Nike does not live and die with Ohio State. They're a very, profitable entity for them, but Nike will move on even if Ohio State ceases to exist.
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
a big
way.
Partnership, but they're way, way bigger than
There's
that.
no way this huge German sportswear conglomerate, they're holding high-level meetings in Krautland saying we need to find $49 million to pay James Franklin. And by the way, let's do it on the down low and risk our entire lives, our financial futures, because we got to buy out this guy? No way is that happening.
It honestly sounds like something someone just makes up in their basement because it sounds
I
cool.
agree with
Does
you,
it
but
not?
I'm looking at reputable people posting this, Timmy.
But that's how things blossom, right? It sounds cool. It seems to make sense because of the timing of it, because we just found out that they're switching from Nike to Adidas. Some people might laugh at this, but trust me, it is a big deal when you talk about your school switching brands like that, depending on what you like. I tend to like both. I will wear an Adidas tracksuit. I think they're very cool. I'm wearing my Adidas shoes today. The Grand Courts, the same ones that Teddy bought right after I got mine. They're nice. A little white and with the black stripes. Beautiful. But people have an affinity for Nike. We've got swarms. We have legions of young people now. I have one as a child, not allowed to wear anything but Nike. That's it. It's only Nike clothes or else I'm going to school naked. That's just how it is.
There's nothing else that's acceptable?
There's nothing else.
Like if I give you a nice Adidas.
No.
Some of those Adidas originals, too. That's some expensive crap. That's good.
Mike, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But there is this brand recognition and this brand loyalty that exists even when they give you nothing back. That's it. It's just a status symbol. Go walk in. You can't just walk into a middle school. Don't do that. That's not what I'm saying.
Hello.
Hang out outside and just sort of peer and then stare.
I'm doing a fact-finding mission.
Just hover around the outskirts.
No, it's
just
not what you
peer
think.
in
I just want to
and
see what
look.
the young boys are wearing today.
Look at what all the young boys are wearing. It's just Nike joggers and Nike hoodies and Nike crew necks, and they're not fancy. They're just the plain color with like the little tiny swoosh. They love it. And when you dip out on a Nike deal like that, it becomes major news. But this is too far. Adidas is not
paying the
This is what the
$49 million.
This is what boosters do. Boosters have to come together. That's how this goes. They say to the president, like, you better get rid of this guy or else that, donation that we had talked about for next quarter for $100 million,
That's the
that
healthy
goes
way
bye-bye.
of doing business.
That goes bye-bye. Yeah, you threaten. You threaten.
That's right.
You threaten to take your money
I agree with
elsewhere just to keep it.
All right, we got NFL stuff, Brownies, Bengals, all the storylines from yesterday. We'll chat about it next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a couple-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side between Livingston Avenue and 33, and you're going to hit slower traffic if you're driving on southbound 71 on the north side between 670 and East Broad Street. This report is sponsored by FranklinCrisisCare.org. Are you or someone you know feeling overwhelmed by a mental health or addiction crisis? The Franklin County Crisis Care Center is now open 24/7 with care from certified peers and professionals. Learn more at FranklinCrisisCare.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos. They do the legwork. Everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over $10,000. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
5 words no one wants to hear. You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
My advisor at Plant Moran Wealth Management knows my definition of wealthy. Restoring classic cars. You tinker under the hood, put the keys in the ignition, and then the moment of truth. There's nothing like it.
You have your own personal definition of wealthy. Plant Moran Wealth Management knows it takes a personal approach to get you there. Experience the difference with Plant Moran Wealth Management. Book a consultation today.
At Retail Rush, you can find name brand products at unbeatable prices because you set the price. Retail Rush sources overstocked, returned, and discontinued products in bulk from big box stores. Then we auction those products online starting at $5. You can get up to 90% off retail prices on beautiful basics for life's big moments, hot tech, and more at a deep discount. Pickup is fast and easy, so whether you're looking to splurge or save, we have you covered. Retail Rush. Deals made easy. Bid now at retailrush.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks, and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
It's officially fall at Firehouse Subs. The Thanksgiving turkey sub is back. This sub brings all the flavors of the Thanksgiving table into one crave-worthy bite. Stacked high with premium carved turkey, rich stuffing, and cranberry sauce. Add a side of warm, savory gravy for ultimate holiday comfort. Hurry to Firehouse Subs today and try the Thanksgiving turkey sub before it's gone. Limited time at participating Firehouse Subs restaurants while supplies last. Planning a tailgate or game day spread? Firehouse Subs Catering makes it easy to feed the whole crew.
An evening with Larry the Cable Guy.
I've known a guy ever gone from Nutrisystem commercials to heartburn medication.
Friday, February 20th, Mershon Auditorium. On sale now, online at Ticketmaster.com.
1-800-GOT-JUNK is your friend with the truck.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
All our people are in uniforms.
And our trucks are clean and shiny.
And big.
We leave spaces empty and clean.
For you.
1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. After going 1-1 on the road to begin the year, the Blue Jackets had their home opener tonight, entertaining New Jersey at Nationwide Arena. You can catch that game right here on the Fan. Jet Greaves expected in goal for the Jackets. NFL's Tennessee Titans today dismissed head coach Brian Callahan with the team off to a 1-5 start in his second season. Couple of NFL games tonight. Buffalo at Atlanta and Chicago is at Washington. Baseball playoffs continue. Game 2 ALCS, Seattle at Toronto with the Mariners holding a 1-0 lead. And later tonight, it'll be the National League Championship Series beginning. Milwaukee facing the LA Dodgers. San Diego manager Mike Schilt announced his retirement today. Detroit Tigers gave manager AJ Hinch a contract extension. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations all month long. Call 844-346-1800. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
A show with copious amounts of fart sounds. Emphasis on copious.
Oh no, I get a fart, but I don't know which way to lean.
This is Man and Timmy.
Happy Monday. Foodgasm coming up at 4:46. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark, the Hall of Famer. He adds maturity to the program, although not much.
Well,
that is coming up at 5:30.
Did he ask the question?
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yeah.
And what do you want to talk about?
He said, what do we talk about today? And I said, Bengals. All Bengals all the time.
Oh, boy, they're lovely. They're a lovely team to watch, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. If you were listening earlier,
Timmy.
you know what that means. If you weren't listening earlier, well, you can rot in hell for all eternity. So, Steelers handle the Browns. The definition of a ho-hum football game.
Oh, yeah.
At no point did
Great
Steeler
field.
fans think that they would lose that game, and I don't think at any point did Browns fans think they were going to win that game.
Did you see the stats? I mean, I know that most Browns fans, they live with these stats, and we're well aware, but if you weren't, and this is something that you would typically see in a college sports rivalry, where one program is like up here with the stars and the other program is just down in the dumps. They just don't have the budget.
Yeah,
they don't
not
have the coaching.
Professional sport with a salary cap.
With a salary cap and all things basically created equal, or everyone has their fair shot to do it. But it's something like, yeah, here it is. 22 straight losses for the Browns at Pittsburgh. Are you kidding me? And that's also the 11th straight game where the Browns have not surpassed 17 points scored. They hit 17 a couple games this year, but 11 straight games where these guys can't even put 20 points on a scoreboard. I know with some games you get into a defensive battle and points can be hard to come by, but give me a break. Look what the flipping Colts are doing this year. You can't score 20 points in a game. You can't beat Pittsburgh in a quarter century at their place. That is just rough. Just when you think, the Browns with Dylan Gabriel got his feet wet in week 1. They could have won that game. They'll have something for Pittsburgh. They'll surprise them. No, they won't.
You thought that?
No, I didn't.
I didn't think
I
that.
didn't. I always hear people like just trying
They're
to manufacture. Maybe it's, you know what?
They're out of their minds.
I'm just going to say it. Tyvus, you just are too positive, man.
Is it Tyvus who's saying that?
Stop being so
here.
positive. Oh, sure. Kevin Stefanski just seems to get him up for a big game just when you think they're not going to play well.
I was talking to Tyvus today. Tyvus was in here. I don't normally get a chance to see him, but he was doing some 10 TV stuff this afternoon.
He's so happy. He's good to see.
He decided he was going to do some putting on our little makeshift course that we have here.
The fan par 3 course.
He has no touch. He hits every putt 90 miles an hour. It's like Michael Penix throwing a screen pass. Take a break, dude. Take a little off of it.
Michael Penix just trying to put the ball through Bijan Robinson's body. Like, easy, man.
You brought up that grass, too, that they have there. Look, and I love grass. Just like Schlegel, I love grass. And I want to see grass back at the shoe. I would cut off my left nut to see grass back at the shoe. But
you need good grass.
It's almost like it's not a good idea to play a college football game on a Saturday on the same grass that you're going to play an NFL game on a Sunday.
No.
It's stupid.
No. How do you have a program like Pitt, too? Pitt can't have a nice little college football stadium?
I don't know what to tell you.
You're talking about the city of Pittsburgh, for God's sakes. What an embarrassment. You got to have Pitt, a major institution, share a field with the Steelers. Get your own damn place. Fork up the money. Build a place that's suitable. I tell you only need 40,000 seats or so. For Pitt football, that's all you're going to need.
Bengals show some late life, but they lose to the Packers anyway. This was a situation where, you get that touchdown. What did they scored? 18 points. They got 2-point conversion. They're within one score. You need your defense to go out there and get a stop.
And what do they do?
At any point, I should say, did any rational Bengal fan watching that game think there was ever a chance they were going to get a stop when they needed to get a stop?
No. And this is also that's been ongoing aside from when they had their little run where they made it to the AFC Championship games and made the Super Bowl appearance.
Timmy,
but
that's a blip at this point.
It is.
This defense is not consistent. Actually, it is. It's consistently bad.
I was going to say that, too. Is there a team in the NFL that feels more wayward than the Bengals, where they had that moment, they had that chance, and I think most people continued to believe that because of Joe Burrow and guys like Jamar Chase and signing T. Higgins and having some other components around there, that you're going to live in this window. And there was a minority, even after a minority of football fans, after they lost that Super Bowl and had that decent run in the playoffs the next year, that this could be a franchise because of the way that they are run, not because of Joe Burrow not being that dude and not being an amazing player, but because of how they're run and their defense and collectively, then that might be their one run. And look, Joe Burrow, hopefully for their fans, he gets healthy and still can do this.
What does that have to do with the defense not being able to stop anyone?
It doesn't. I'm just saying.
And the Packers did not play a good football game.
No, they didn't. They weren't very good.
You got a running back who's throwing up. He's so sick he can hardly move.
I think it's because he was mic'd up. He was just too nervous.
Yeah,
the Willie Steam and Beeman's going on.
That's why.
Just
Steam and Beeman.
Any given Sunday? You seen it?
It's been a while. Stained.
Yeah, that's a good drop.
You know what I watched this weekend?
No, what?
Willy Wonka.
Why?
Well, Samantha had just read the book.
The OG? The original?
Yeah, the Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah. And I said, I used to watch this movie when I was a kid. I'd probably seen Willy Wonka 15 times.
I can't watch it. It creeps me out.
Really?
It creeps me out.
I like Willy Wonka. And it's a good lesson. If you're a bratty kid, you will eventually die. You're going to blow up like a blueberry. You're going to shrink down into the TV, right? You're a bad egg. They throw you right in the garbage chute. Right? These bratty kids, they get taught a lesson.
And if you're
with them.
And if you're an annoying grandpa, you can have the trip of a lifetime just by mooching off of a poor family forever.
Oh, I can't walk. I'm in the bed. Help me.
What is with that? The dude just sitting there bedridden with his PJs on, with his... Is he wearing a hat?
Until that gold ticket comes in.
Is he wearing the hat with the little ball on it in that movie, too?
Yeah, I think so.
Give that guy the candle and send him up the stairs.
Who was the evil guy, too? Was it Slugworth?
Slugworth.
And then secretly he was working for Willy Wonka.
Oh, was this, I don't remember.
When was the last time you saw this movie?
Oh, probably 15, 20 years. I know the blueberry gal. It used to frighten me, like getting stuck in the tube. Is that what happens to her?
Was the blueberry gal.
Does she like fall into the chocolate and then get like sucked up the tube?
No,
and then get
that's
stuck
different.
in there? That was a different gal.
Different gal. Different brat.
They're all pains in the ass.
The fat kid gets sucked up into the chocolate, doesn't he?
God, yeah, I think so. Just a terrifying movie.
The Johnny Depp one.
No, won't watch it.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, won't watch that either.
I actually think that's another one of those movies that's just misunderstood. Because if you watch that as an adult and just watch it for the absurdity, Johnny Depp has said that his inspiration for that character was Michael Jackson.
Oh, my God.
And if you watch it with that in mind, like how freaky he is in that movie. It's hilarious.
Is that a Tim Burton? It had to be, right?
Yeah, it's Tim Burton.
Yeah.
You hate Tim Burton. You really do.
All you got to do is look at like 2 seconds of a preview. Tim Burton. You just see like the way like a character's eyes look, and that's it. You know that it's Tim Burton.
I know what your problem is.
I can't do Nightmare Before Christmas. I can't do any of the Tim Burtons.
Great movie.
The only thing Tim Burton I could ever see was the Michael Keaton Batmans. That's it.
Teddy, what do you think about Tim Burton? You like it?
Yeah, he's fine. He's done, like you said, some good Batmans. The Nightmare Before Christmas or whatever it is.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not my favorite thing, but I can deal with it.
You know, it's a good underrated Tim Burton flick. Big Fish. Not Our Boss. Big Fish.
Was that like a Tobey Maguire in that?
No.
Never seen it.
What am I thinking of? I haven't seen that either.
It's good.
All right.
No, it's not.
I'll put that in my queue with
Ewan
Pee-wee.
McGregor.
Big Fish sucks.
You haven't seen it. How can you say that it sucks?
Because if it was good, I would have seen.
That's
it.
Dumb. That's ridiculous. You're an idiot. All right, more NFL goodness coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is backing up due to an accident that's on South High Street near Southgate Drive. We also have traffic slowing down due to a crash that's in downtown at East Long Street at Lester Drive. This report is sponsored by AAA Tire and Auto Service. October is Car Care Month. Visit your local AAA Tire and Auto Service location and save $40 on any repair of $150 or more. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer valid October 1st through October 31st. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus special rates on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card from BMI Federal Credit Union. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Limit 8. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic. Making it happen.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you can save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
Helping a new driver get ready for their road test? Here's a convenient new way to make the most of your 50 hours of required practice driving time. The Road Ready Ohio app, available now at no cost to new drivers and their families. Road Ready Ohio keeps track of your driving experience together, providing feedback and safe driving tips. It even generates the documentation you need for the Ohio BMV. The Road Ready Ohio app, free to download in the Apple and Google App Stores.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Blue skies and a bit of a breeze and dry and warm on this Monday. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Overnight, we're going to fall back down to around 50 degrees and patchy fog possible in the morning. Otherwise, plenty of sunshine Tuesday. Again, back in the mid-70s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
The #1 pizza expert and the #4 college basketball expert at the radio station.
Just from looking at your clothes and weight, I can tell you all watch a lot of free network television.
This is Man and Timmy.
Oh, speaking of pizza, I made a pizza last night, Timmy. You're not a mushroom guy, so it'll be lost on you, but it was delicious garlic mushrooms, and it was a airy focaccia-like crust.
Oh, baby.
I used some imported Italian flour called Manitoba flour, which has just a tremendously high protein rate. It's like bread flour on steroids.
That's so
Gives
nice.
it such a nice, spongy, airy texture.
That's so nice.
I had a total erection.
How'd the family enjoy it?
They were erect, too. The two girls were also erect. That's how good it was.
I don't want to think about what that means.
3 weens up. That's what we rated it.
Roger Ebert.
Roger Ebert and Siskel and two thumbs
and a ween. Two thumbs and a ween.
Ween. Hey, Teddy, who won our hockey tickets?
That would be Travis.
Congratulations to Travis. He heard this. And he called Teddy. The Jackets battle the Devils tonight. Avalanche on Thursday. Lightning on Saturday. Travis got himself 2 tickets to see the Lightning game on Saturday. Get your tickets now at BlueJackets.com. And if you missed out, don't worry about it, because all week long, we have tickets to give away on this show. Be listening to win. What did I tease? Oh, NFL stuff from the weekend. So we talked about Brownies losing to the Steelers. We talked about the Bengals and their inability down the stretch to get a defensive stop.
In that division, by the way, like we had this discussion last week about how the Ravens were still the front runner, the Vegas odds front runner to win the division.
They're done.
They're done now.
They're 1-5.
The Bengals have lost 4 in a row to drop to 2-4. The Ravens have lost 4 in a row to drop to 1-5, and the Browns are 1-5. It's the Steelers at 4-1. They're going to get it. They're going to get that.
Last night had a good football game. Chiefs look like the Chiefs again. Then we had the big fight afterwards, which I didn't see until this morning because I had turned it off.
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Short of knowing what a talker like Juju Smith-Schuster might have said, but for people that somehow did not see this on your social media, it was blowing up today. It was the end of the game. They kneeled the ball out. The Chiefs did. They're winning this game, 30-17. They did the job in the fourth quarter to get it done. And Pat Mahomes, like he's always going to do, he wants to dap some guys up. And Brian Branch, talented defensive player for the Lions, comes up there and Pat's, extending the hand to do it, and Branch just blows him off. He didn't fight him or anything, but he blows him off. And it just rubbed a couple of Chiefs players the wrong way.
Juju said something.
And then
to him,
Juju clearly says something. But Juju also looks like he's putting his hand up to give him a 5. He doesn't look like he's raising a hand to potentially hit him. But whatever happened there, Branch just went and punched him right in the head, which I've always said, kind of dumb to punch a guy in the head who's wearing a helmet. I know you just can't help yourself. That's just what guys do. Maybe you go with the open hand and try to just smack him right in the head and give him a good vibration or something. I don't know. And then a fight ensued. And Dan Campbell just straight up ripped Brian Branch right after the game.
That was the old Deacon Jones move. Deacon Jones.
Just smack you.
Old defensive end. He used to tape a piece of metal to the palm of his hand.
Put the tack or whatever?
No, not a tack. No. It was a piece, just a round piece of metal. No, Ooh. It was smooth. But what he would do is he would smack the ear hole of the offensive lineman.
God.
The metal would vibrate against the ear hole of the helmet.
Beautiful.
And it would be like you're wearing a tuning fork on your head. Guys would go into seizures.
Back when football was for real men.
That's a man.
Right? That's just when men played it. Dick Butkus is out there trying to kill people. Deacon Jones is clubbing people with metal. Good. Why didn't he just carry an aluminum baseball bat?
Who's Nebraska playing this week?
What about Nebraska?
Didn't Nebraska have something with Big Nooner? No? Oh, no, it's the game. I saw this because you talk about Pat Mahomes. It reminded me of this.
Reminded you of old Dylan Raiola? I was wondering what the connection here was.
Yes, it did. So I'm watching
They beat
Fox
Maryland on the road
this week, and they got a commercial because they're playing night game on Fox, 8 o'clock this coming Saturday at Minnesota.
Got it. Okay.
They actually say in the big voiceover, the promo, Baby Mahomes.
They did? I didn't hear that.
Man, that's got to really chap his ass.
What?
Well, I don't even see it. I mean, he's just copying me, if anything.
Just a real shame. Just a real shame that, I can't wear my hair the same way, talk like he talks, do all of his mannerisms, wear his jersey number.
He hires Jake from State Farm to walk around with him, too. Pretend to be his best friend.
Man, I was worried. I was worried when they played that game in Arrowhead Stadium that he was going to try to almost in an M. Night Shyamalan movie type of setting.
Just take over his life.
Remove his life. Yeah, just take over his identity.
Buccaneers beat the 49ers. They moved to 5-1. Emeka Ibuka goes down with the hammy.
That stinks.
They have no healthy wide receivers yet.
Don't.
They're 5-1 and in control.
And Baker Mayfield.
Is playing MVP football.
How do you not think about it every single Sunday? The worse off the Browns situation is, and the better off Baker Mayfield gets. It's not a flash in the pan anymore. This isn't just maybe Baker's going to have a crash and he's going to fall apart again. I don't think so. I think this guy is who he is. He might he might have some fluctuation to it. Like he might not win MVP.
No
but
one's
he's
saying
an MVP
he's going
candidate.
to the Hall of Fame.
No. But he's an MVP candidate. He's got 12 touchdown passes in one pick. This guy is going to throw between 30 and 40 touchdown passes conservatively. And like you said, they hardly got any receivers right now. And Bucky Irving's been out too.
This guy was a piece of garbage. He went to the Rams.
Yeah,
he played out of necessity. Right. He went to the Carolina Panthers. Him and Sam Darnold were there together. He wasn't even going to be on the active roster anymore. As for his release, the Buccaneers brought him in. In theory, he was going to compete for playing time, but it's not.
Who did they have?
I forget who they had.
I know
Trask?
Is that all they
it's
had?
Not real, but I'm going to say it's Sean King. Sean King was there.
Sean King was 20 years ago.
I know. I'm going to say
you're talking about some quarterback from the 60s, man.
Brad Johnson was there.
Josh Freeman, was he a quarterback for a second?
Yeah, he was there.
Josh Freeman, like a Kansas State guy, maybe?
That's right.
Jameis had some time there. I'm sure you could throw Ryan Fitzpatrick to the Bucs. I bet you he played there for a cup of coffee.
Anyway, he was done. Everybody in the league could have had him. Anybody could have had him. They all passed. So, yes, the Browns, when you look at the situation that they're in, when you look at the Deshaun Watson contract and how that didn't work out, it hurts more because you had this guy. But everybody in the league could have had this guy.
Yeah, he was available. He was available to teams that needed it. You know what, Mike? It was from Tom Brady right to Baker. They had Kyle Trask.
But what I mean
and that
is
means you don't have a quarterback, so they brought him in to play.
Baker was not brought in like this guy's going to be the heir apparent to Tom Brady.
It was
coming in to
It was
compete.
a bridge. Well, it was coming into
with Kyle Trask.
Let's bridge until we then get our quarterback of the future figured out. And then the good thing happened. Baker Mayfield was awesome for him. And here we are. And he's young enough to where this is the rebound. I think you got to wait 2 years to see like if the rebound really sticks. And it has. I don't see anything happening now. The one thing you can point to is, what do you say about a guy like Geno Smith? And Geno Smith and the Raiders, they beat the Titans. That's not saying much. The Raiders were a mess.
Callahan
the Titans are a mess.
Fired today.
Yeah.
They fired Brian Callahan.
Cam Ward, we still ass,
We ass.
Not good.
Was Brian Callahan there when they drafted Will Levis, too? Did they miss on two? I'm not saying they missed on Cam Ward.
Brian Callahan was just there last year, right?
I don't know.
I think he was just there last year because Mike Vrabel has not been gone for that long. I think last year was his first year. I don't know if he had a hand in bringing in Levis because wouldn't that have been the year before? But he sucked too. And loves mayo.
Okay.
Loves mayo. Come on.
He's a good fine. He's a good clean boy. I love mayo too.
Loves mayo too much.
Yeah, too much.
He puts mayo in his coffee. He's a mayo idiot is what he is. You can like mayo. You can spread mayo. You can even put large amounts of mayo on your sandwiches.
Beanie Wells, your guy, my guy too.
He loves mayo.
Was famous for just eating mayonnaise sandwiches. White bread, nothing else, not even a tomato.
That's disgusting.
Mayonnaise.
That's disgusting. That also, if that's what Beanie was actually doing, I don't remember that.
I'm going to agree with
That's
you.
too far. That's too far.
That's what the aliens told him to eat. He's on a higher plane of existence.
Oh, Beanie, yeah. Beanie was probed. If you guys didn't know that, he did have visits from aliens when he was a kid.
That's not made up. I mean,
that's what he says.
He will. I don't think he said he was probed, though.
I think he did.
I think they told him some sort of secrets.
Maybe the aliens gave him some kind of football superpowers that let him become the player that he was at Ohio State. That's why he was that vicious combination of size and speed. I mean, he was great. Top 5 running back in Buckeye history. Isn't that interesting? And Mikey is just going to keep
stare at you until we just run out of time. That's what I'm going to do. Timmy and all his nerds. Stop. Timmy and all his nerds were very excited about something over the weekend. He'll tell you about it 2 minutes from now. Common Man and Timmy on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a couple-minute delay if you're traveling on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 east and west split, and you're going to hit a slowdown also on eastbound 270 on the north outer belt from 315 to 71. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
More and more these days, people who are in pain are trying to take control of their health. They want to look beyond the traditional medicine of going to just a normal doctor. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. People just like you and me are finding lasting relief without steroids, medication, surgery, right here in Columbus, Ohio at QC Kinetics. You'll be treated by the highly regarded orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Ray Tesner, founder of Grant Sports Medicine. Here's how it works. Your blood contains many tiny but mighty healing tools. At QC Kinetics, Dr. Tesner and his team will get to the root of where your pain stems from, right down to the cells that are involved. By putting these natural elements to work your body, it can revitalize your joints, literally using your own body's biologics to heal you. It's a simple injection, not a hospital stay, no drugs. It's fast, all natural, and there's no downtime. So if it's knees, backs, hips, whatever it may be, give QC Kinetics a call for your free consultation. 380-208-4544, 380-208-4544, QCkinetics.com/Columbus.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter. He'll be there quick.
If the estimate from the big garage door company has you considering an offshore account, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Their favorite basketball players are Leaky Black and Grady Dick.
That is childish nonsense.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Fish has handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow. I got to tell you, this is a jam-packed day tomorrow here on The Fan. First of all, T-Bone and Tyvis get things started at 6 a.m. They got a Blue Jacket ticket giveaway. They're going to talk to Jean-Luc Grandpierre, hopefully talking about a Jackets victory in the home opener tonight. 8:30 tomorrow morning, Cardale Jones, former Buckeye.
Always good to hear him and Tyvis messing around. Absolutely. They love each other and hate each other at the same time.
Rothman and Ice is noon to 3. They will talk to Rusty Klesla at 1 o'clock. The first ever CBJ draft pick will be here in the studio with the guys.
Wow.
Yeah. That's quite the thing.
That is.
Also, the Ryan Day press conference comes your way tomorrow at noon. All right, Timmy, you were very excited about something. I couldn't care less, but go ahead. Talk about it.
Very excited indeed. Two things, actually. First, this weekend, the Ken Pom ratings came out.
Oh, Ken Pom.
Ken Pom is the place to go when you are tracking your favorite college basketball teams throughout the season. Because if you really want to get into the weeds on this, if you just focus on two columns there, obviously the rank is important. You want to be ranked as high as you can. And the Buckeyes come in at a nice solid spot of 27. You know, that's with what they were last year. Losing some of the players, I think it's been beneficial for them to lose. Retaining guys like John Mobley Jr., Bruce Thornton, Devin Rowe, we know.
Who are you speaking of? Somebody that was beneficial to lose?
I think
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
I think you know. He's about 7'1" and doesn't rebound anything.
Aaron Bradshaw. Yeah.
Sean Stewart's gone as well.
You think Ken Pom's brother's name is Harry Pom?
Harry Pom? It is his brother's name. Mm-hmm.
You ever think about that when you were a kid?
No.
You didn't think about that?
No.
That was the Catholic thing.
What do you mean?
If you gratified yourself, you would grow hair on your palms.
That was a thing?
That was the warning. Don't do it. If you touch yourself down there, we're going to know about it because you're going to grow hair on your palms.
Who told you this?
I don't know. That was just something in school that
I never got that.
We all talked.
I didn't go to Catholic school, but I never heard that.
I don't have to tell you.
No one ever really told me anything
I'd walk
about
in, the nuns
that.
would be checking my palms. Let me see what you did this weekend.
They knew. They knew that you were the guy that would possibly be doing that.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So Houston, Florida, Purdue, Kentucky, and Connecticut are the top 5 KenPom teams to start the season. Illinois, Duke, Gonzaga, Tennessee, and UCLA round out your top 10. A lot of other Big Ten teams in here. Michigan is sought to be pretty good. Yaxel Landenberg, their big transfer. He's a really good player, one of the best in the country. They're right there outside the top 10 at 11. And let's see, Wisconsin cracks the top 20. Then you've got USC right there at 22, Michigan State at 25, and then Ohio State, the 8th Big Ten team, there at 27. What I was going to say is look at the offensive rating and the defensive ratings as the season goes along, because if your team slacks too much in either of the two, you're just not going to have a deep tournament run. For instance, like you could be Iowa-like, where we've seen this out of their team a lot in the past, even on the teams that had Luka Garza when he was National Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. They would be like top 3. It's parts of the season they were probably number 1 in the country offensively, but their defense was just not good enough. And you cannot make deep tournament runs if you don't have some solid play on both ends of the floor. You basically need to be in the top 50 of both, and preferably awesome in one or the other, but you've got to have some consistency there. Also, the AP Top 25 poll just got released. So a little bit of difference there. They give the Purdue Boilermakers the number 1 overall spot. They are really good. When you see that they've got Braden Smith coming back and Troy Kaufman-Wren and a lot of other good transfer players coming in.
Who's their big giant this year?
I think the giant would still be Jacobson. I think he was hurt most of last year. Daniel Jacobson is 7'4".
Oh, yeah.
And a light 250 pounds. How are you only 250 when you're 7'4"? You should be 400 pounds.
He'll get there.
Take him to the Triple
Matt
X.
Painter, man. He goes into the woods. He finds Bigfoot, shaves him down, and teaches him how to play basketball.
He gets some Sasquatches. And for the Buckeyes, for the AP Top 25, no Top 25. They are getting votes, 23 votes. That puts them at about 30, right behind Texas.
Number 30.
All right. That's not in the Top 25.
That's good, though. 30's good.
It's okay. They were picked to finish, I think I saw 9th in the Big Ten in the media poll.
I don't care. Before the season last year, we're hearing all the KenPom. Oh, KenPom had him making the tournament. KenPom had him making the tournament for most of last season.
Well, no, KenPom didn't have him making the tournament. The Buckeyes were solidly in most of the year.
He didn't have him making the tournament?
KenPom tracks it as it goes along.
No, I know that, but I'm saying last offseason, KenPom didn't have him as a tournament team?
Well,
I think he did.
I think you might be thinking of Joe Lunardi. I'm not following because KenPom's not doing
Mike
predictions.
Lombardi? What about him?
Mike, I don't want Mike Lombardi to predict the Buckeyes to make the tourney.
Bill Belichick's sack right now.
Then it will be wrong.
What about Vince Lombardi?
What the hell's going on out here? That's my Vince.
That's a terrible Vince.
You're
a terrible liar, George.
That's not that bad of a Vince. That's not so bad.
How you doing over there, Teddy? Your Cowboys sucked again yesterday, huh?
The defense is still just horrible, and I don't know who that guy is that's the defensive coordinator, but he needs to go.
Eberflus?
Yeah.
Eberflus.
Oh, you know that guy?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah,
he's bad.
Guy.
You know who else is bad?
Who?
After 3-3, Bryce Young's bad.
He sucks.
Well, he looks great against the Cowboys defense.
Everybody looks great against Cowboys defense. Caleb Williams looks like a magician.
Not Justin Fields.
Rico Dowdle time. Rico Dowdle was nuts. He had 183 yards.
He said he was going to take it to him.
He did.
And then Jerry Jones laughed about it. And then Jerry wasn't talking after the game. Did you see that? He always talks after the game. He did not.
Good news. Mark Sanchez is out of the hospital.
Oh, man.
Bad news is they took him straight to jail.
You know you're good when you have a hospital visit followed up by checkout and straight to jail.
Can I go home first? Nope. We got to bring you to jail now. The ambulance becomes a paddy wagon.
Did you see some of the comments from his ex that were making the rounds?
Now, I mean, people can write that off and say, well, she's a scorned lover. So what else is she going to say? But they caught up with the ex.
What's happened to Mark Sanchez, though? I mean, it kind of tracks.
Hey, you surprised your boyfriend is stabbed and drunk and crazy and going to jail? Nope, not at all. He's nuts.
she said she feared for her child all the time when Mark was in the picture. And that it doesn't surprise her in the slightest. She wished, the victim well, not Mark Sanchez. She wished the victim and his family well. He's going to try to sue their asses off, right? I think he was trying to sue Fox. I think he was trying to sue Fox as well, which
the truck
that
driver
probably
you're talking
won't.
about.
Yeah, the truck driver who, he stabbed Mark Sanchez, but if you saw the pictures of the truck driver,
self-defense.
My God, did he got tuned up and he got lit up. He clearly was. The story fits. It's not like he got away scot-free and is unscathed. He had to put up a fight to get out of there.
Gaudy golf apparel brand, Malbon.
We've talked about them. That's the Jayson Day attire. Malbon. I don't know how to say it.
Okay. They've raised another $28 million from investors. Apparently things are going well for them. Now, I ingest, not ingest, meaning put,
as a joke.
Put things in my mouth.
You wanted to ingest some clothes.
I went to their website. I was going to buy like the Jayson Day sweatsuit. Essentially just a heather gray sweat. Oh, heather gray.
I wanted a sweatshirt.
I had a date with her.
Heather gray.
Woo!
Jennifer Gray.
And then I looked at the prices of this. These things are ridiculous.
I'm looking at some of their shirts right now.
Have you seen the putters on their website?
Yes, I saw the putters.
Like $1,000. No one uses them.
I didn't know. I was goofing around on their website too because of all the Jayson Day stuff. Every time he plays in a tournament, his clothing is more of the story than his play. And then there was, you mentioned the sweatsuit. He tried to get away with playing at Pebble Beach in a gray, dirty, grungy sweatsuit.
Well, he did get away with it. They let him play.
It was just sweatpants and a crew neck. And then finally they're like, all right, we've seen enough of that crap. Like, you can wear Malbon, but it needs to be some semblance of golf clothes. And they have relaxed. They really have. They're letting guys show ankle. That's all over the place.
Oh, they're letting guys show ankle.
Tiger brought in mock collars years ago.
Coming to?
Don't have to wear collars anymore. There's golf hoodies that are part of it, which is cool, right? But there's little benchmarks, and there are still lines that have to be drawn in the sand. And it's dependent upon the club, too. It's their prerogative. It's up to them.
These golfers today with their ankle, Teddy, they get what's coming to them.
Can you believe it? $1,700. I'm looking at their putters now. They got like seven of them or so.
By the way, speaking of Tiger,
you can get a Scotty Cameron for $500, man.
Tiger has another back surgery, lumbar disc replacement. This is surgery number 7 on his back alone.
Yeah.
All right, not even like he's rehabbing the Achilles. He's doing that. He's got like half a leg.
That was
back surgery number 7.
He's lucky to live after the car crash.
I know. He's got like
lucky
a
to keep his
leg.
And somehow, he wore that compression sleeve on his, left or right leg, whichever the one that got blown up. But he got back to playing golf after that, and then it's just been more roadblocks. And I don't know.
He's not playing competitive golf again.
I don't know.
Come on.
It's Tiger Woods, so if the guy can, be bionically repaired in a lab, he's basically going to be robo-golfer at some point. And I'd like to see it.
It's half man, half cyborg.
Sure. I don't care. I'd love to see it. Put him in the enhanced games, if anything.
Foodgasm coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You can expect a couple minutes slowdown if you're on southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt between Cemetery Road and Roberts Road. We also have a couple minute delay on eastbound 670 between Neal Avenue and 71. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Protect your home with R&R Foundation Specialist. Family owned, honest, and pressure free. Get expert waterproofing, fair quotes, and smart advice that puts your home first. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com. Your trusted local pros in foundation and waterproofing. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. Together to serve you better. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
You know that thing you've always been too scared to go for? It seems like you'll never have the guts. Then a cancer diagnosis. And doing that thing becomes way less scary. I would know. I've always wanted a black belt. And today, the only thing standing in my way is a few wooden boards. It's been a lot of hard work and 5 years since I beat cancer at Ohio Health. Bring it on. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. NFL revenues were at an all-time high in the latest fiscal year, with the league racking up a staggering $23 billion in total revenue. They sent around $416 million to each of the 32 franchises. That's up nearly 9% year over year. Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, talk about how the NFL model correlates to local banking.
It's kind of weird to say, but the NFL model is similar to working with your local bank. Just like the NFL returns profits to its teams, by working with a locally owned bank, deposits are returned to that community in the form of business and consumer loans. It's a reinvestment that benefits the area in which we all live.
It is a total win-win for the community, the depositor, and the bank. Stop into our branch and see what a difference we can make together.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Rockman and Ice.
It's more evidence that you need to subscribe to the rule Bobby and I subscribe to.
What's that?
If you can't get a yard, you don't deserve to win.
Rockman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
The season may be winding down, but there's still time to make the most of Buckeye Lake. At Buckeye Lake Marina, we have year-end deals on boats, accessories, and more. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
At High Bank Distillery, they believe every pour should tell a story. Their Whiskey War spirits tell the story of Prohibition in every sip and was awarded the best blended whiskey in America 3 years running. Enjoy High Bank's nationally recognized spirits distilled right here in Ohio. Drink the best. Forget the rest. Learn more at highbankdistillery.com.
It's Reaction Monday, where our highly trained experts talk football.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
Your home for reaction and overreaction. The Fan.
One watches QVC religiously. The other studies Paige Spiranack's golf swing. This is Man and Timmy.
It's Dumb Show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. Foodgasm coming up in mere moments. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark at 5:30. He is going to be in Milwaukee at the ballpark because we have Dodgers at the Brew tonight at 8 o'clock, Game 1 of the NLCS. I watched the Mariners and the Jays yesterday. They get underway in about 15 minutes game 2. But
Mariners took game 1. Great start.
Steal game 1. The only run that the Mariners gave up, George Springer had a homer on the first pitch of the game.
That was it.
For the Jays in the bottom of the first, and that was the only run that they gave up. But I'm rooting for the Mariners. It's a team that's never been to the World Series. All those great teams they had with Ichiro and Edgar Martinez and Griff and Randy Johnson over the years never got past the ALCS, never got to the World Series.
I'm with you. It is great. I don't really have any kind of affinity for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Hell with them.
Yeah, I know there are one Canadian team in Major League Baseball since we lost the Montreal Expos and they became the Washington Nationals, but still, I've got an affinity for Seattle. I like the town. We've gone there. I've got myself a nice Mariners hat because I picked it up when we visited there the first time. It's the old throwback blue. I like the color scheme. I like the Trident logo that they wear too. They wear that several times a year.
They do the Trident when they hit the home run in the dugout.
Yep. Safeco, I think, is a nice stadium. It's not my favorite stadium I've ever been to. I would have done a couple different things if I was the designer of that place, like incorporate the flipping water. You're in Seattle, for God's sakes. Maybe have it point towards the water so you have a view. Or downtown. Pick one or the other.
I'm sure there was a reason.
What reason could there be?
I don't know.
The sun or wind? It's the water.
How's the Space Needle? Did you go up there?
Didn't do the Space Needle.
No?
No, they have another observation deck that's downtown that's taller.
And the Space Needle?
Yeah. They have a very, very tall skyscraper that's downtown. I forget the name of it, but it was maybe it was a little bit cheaper.
Why are we talking about this?
It was a better observation. I don't know. What's the food?
Man and Timmy present Foodgasm.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
My wife was out of town this weekend. It was just me and the kid. And I said, where do you want to go this weekend? She said, I want to go to Taco Bell.
Good.
I said, oh, good. Let's go. Haven't been in a while. Let me tell you something. There's good and bad. First of all, they have this Eras menu where they're bringing back old stuff now.
Yeah,
right?
I know about that.
Now they're bringing back stuff from like the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Had myself a nice double-decker taco.
Oh, it's one of the best.
I do like the Cantina chicken stuff that they have, but it's pricey. The price of a chicken quesadilla is $6.50.
Jeez.
For what? Now, it's delicious. It's good.
That's too much.
But
Come on.
It's no value.
That's too much.
I'll tell you that. But here's my bone that I have to pick with them.
Uh-oh.
Back when I was banging, when they would have the nacho fry just once in a while, every time I got it, it would be hot and fresh, and the cheese goo would be like magma. The last 3 times I've gotten the nacho fry, I've gotten like yesterday's nacho fry.
Oh, no.
Very disappointing.
No.
Not just lukewarm, but cold and flaccid. And even my cup of goo was not as hot as it should be.
You can't get Luke cheese.
No, Luke cheese mess you up.
Luke cheese is bad.
Don't rest on your laurels, Taco Bell. I once upon a time said that you had sneaky the second best fries in all of fast food behind my friends at McDonald's, but no longer because your quality control is just not there.
I need to ask you, we pulled a move last night, and I know you're probably gonna ridicule me over it, but
why would you say that?
Here it was.
Why do you think you know me?
Because I know you. So we did a little Raising Cane's last night.
All right, beautiful choice. I have no problem.
Of course it's a beautiful choice. And we know that Raising Cane's, it's a bit pricey. Right? You take 3 people to Raising Cane's and you're spending $40, maybe a little bit more, depending on what box everybody gets. So the issue is Sarah said that she wasn't too hungry and she wanted 2 chicken fingers. That's all she wanted. I was like, well, honey, they don't even do a 2-finger. You're going to get a 3-finger box. We could have done that. I could have taken an extra one. But the move we decided was I got a Caniac, the gigantic one.
Good call.
And her and I shared that.
Not a good call.
Because we got the extra fries. We left the slaw extra fries. We get the toast. She didn't want to drink. She just had water. So I took the High C Fruit Punch. The High C Fruit Punch, underrated. Delicious. What a delicious drink. Splash that in with something. I've been getting that recently when I have my Canes. So I had 4 fingers. I had plenty of fries. I had half the toast and the High C Fruit Punch.
All right.
Can't do it, though?
No, you can't do it.
I mean, you just had a Lou Malnati's night.
First of all, don't.
And you only ate
Stop
1 pie that night. You're like,
Stop it.
That's
not the same.
I didn't want to overeat. It's a nice little Thursday.
That's not what I
had 2
said
slices,
to you.
and Samantha and Kristen each had 1.
I'm going to punch you right in the sack.
What's the difference?
My bone to pick is actually not with you. It's with your wife. Why does she only want 2 tenders? What is she, a child?
Step up and get the actual box?
What, did she have Thanksgiving dinner before she had actual dinner? What are we doing?
Maybe she just didn't want to have that much of the greasy chicken. I don't know.
You don't look at your wife and say, what's the matter with you? I do.
Sometimes I do.
When she's eating like a bird for no reason, I say, what's the matter with you?
I mean, I made a comment. I did make a comment when she said that. And then she stuck to her guns and I said, okay, well, I'll get the caniac. But I'm watching you. I wasn't going to let her take a 3rd finger after she originally said she only wanted 2.
3rd finger.
So I held her to that.
Wendy's is celebrating Taylor Swift's new album, Life as a Showgirl, by handing out free fries to lucky customers who made at least a $5 purchase. It says, dip your fries in scorching hot sauce, bold orange, and absolutely show-stopping. Or try one of the other 6 new dipping sauces like honey barbecue, because every showgirl needs options. This according to the chain.
Oh.
Free fries. Also, I contend. You and I were talking about this before the show.
What do you contend?
Nothing probably beats the $5 meal deal from McDonald's when it comes to value. Whether it's the McChicken and the 4-piece nugs and the small fry and the small drink. It's a good value for $5.
It's solid.
Or it's the McDouble. However, it's $8 now. It's not $5. But that 2 junior bacon cheeseburger meal with the medium fry and medium drink, that's a pretty good deal if you're a fat ass.
You've heard me talking about that this month. Indeed. Also looking out for some of the Wendy's chicken tendies. Those are coming in. Those are a great option to try. But the JBC, that is a good old American cheeseburger, isn't it? I mean, my God.
It's a good old-fashioned.
It's got the acronym for it, too.
You know what I like?
We can just sort of colloquially say JBC.
You know what I like
Give me
about
some
it?
JBCs.
I like it when they put a thick layer of mayonnaise on there.
You do. Yep.
Yeah.
You do.
Just to piss you off.
Mm-hmm.
I go up there and say, extra sloppy. Give it to me.
I want the Will Levis mayo portion.
You eat it dry. Like a lunatic.
I mean, there's still plenty of good things on it.
There is.
Whether you get it with mayo or
it's
without.
Missing like you have a McChicken with that hot glob of mayo they put on there.
The hot glob. It doesn't sound great when you say hot glob.
Hot glob.
Just say mayo.
Hey, today's a very special day. We're all going to celebrate together. Don't miss it. Coming up next, Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 5-minute delay on westbound 70 on the east side between Miller Avenue and the 71 East Split. We also have a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Is your concrete cracking? Is your uneven walkway dangerous? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the concrete lifting experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter, he'll be there quick.
You know me, when it comes to big moments like popping the question, I always say, I've got a guy. That guy is Bob Capace at Worthington Jewelers.
Thanks, Common Man. Right now, it's our fall bridal sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. Engagement rings, wedding bands, wedding jewelry. We've got it all.
If you want sparkle, you want quality, and you want to save big, trust me, I've got a guy.
That's me. Come see us at Worthington Jewelers.
Worthington Jewelers.
Where Columbus gets engaged.
An evening with Larry the Cable Guy.
I've known a guy ever gone from Nutrisystem commercials to heartburn medication.
Friday, February 20th, Mershon Auditorium. On sale now, online at Ticketmaster.com.
Timmy Hall and AI Common Man here for Hollywood Casino Columbus and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook.
This ain't one of them, Timmy.
It's not the show, it's a spot. All October, we're watching our football team on Saturdays and the tailgate buffet.
Ooh, Mikey likey. Plus, they've got the 3 apps for $12 deal, and you can beat the crowds and reserve a table.
Yes, do that at HollywoodColumbus.com. And we got a special offer this month. Become a new member of our rewards program on the ESPN Penn Play app and get a $20 dining credit.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease a new 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE for just $189 a month. You heard it, $189. Plus get owner assurance and America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Only at Great Lakes Hyundai, Columbus or Dublin, or glakeshyundai.com.
GLakesHyundai.com.
With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 10 miles per year, ends 11/3.
Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. It could be low testosterone. Take action now. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the levels that are just right for you. Treatment is covered by most major insurance with affordable self-pay options available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
Let's face it, repairing or replacing your roof is a big decision. It's an investment in your home, your safety, and your peace of mind. But with so many roofing companies out there, how do you know which one to trust? How do you know your investment will be in good hands? Since 1992, Newman Roofing has been the family-owned company homeowners have relied on. We understand that roofing projects can be stressful. That's why we built our company around you, offering a white glove experience designed to make your roofing project as smooth and easy as possible. At Newman Roofing, we focus on the details because the details matter. Our craftsmanship, attention to quality, and commitment to service are second to none. Why? Because when your name is on it, it just means more. Your roof isn't just another project. It's our promise to deliver the very best. So, as the cooler weather approaches, don't wait. Get your Newman roof while there's still time this fall. Call us today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos, they do the legwork, everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
Truck drivers, it's time to take your skills to a company that invests in your safety and comfort. Schneider's newer and well-maintained equipment keeps drivers moving and making money. Our trucks are spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Plus, we offer a huge selection of driving jobs so you can find a job with the home time and schedule you've been looking for. Upgrade to a better driving job today. Search jobs near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. After opening with 2 on the road, the Blue Jackets with their home opener tonight, entertaining New Jersey down at Nationwide Arena. You can catch it right here on the Fan. Jet Greaves expected to get the start in goal. Baseball playoffs, Game 2 ALCS this evening. Seattle at Toronto, where the Mariners hold a 1-0 lead over the Blue Jays after their victory last night. National League Championship Series starts tonight with Milwaukee facing the Los Angeles Dodgers. San Diego Padres manager Mike Schilt announced his retirement today. Detroit Tigers gave manager A.J. Hinch a contract extension. The NFL's Tennessee Titans today fired head coach Brian Callahan with his team off to a 1-5 start. NFL tonight, Buffalo at Atlanta, Chicago at Washington. Purdue, the preseason number 1 of the AP basketball poll. This update brought to you by Germain Toyota, the best selection of new and used cars in Central Ohio. View their full selection of vehicles online at germaintoyota.net. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
show you can feel deep down in your plums.
No, that is a bad place to touch. No, 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 no.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
Mikey, we've got some updates today on the Cleveland Browns stadium saga. Want to hear what's going on?
Oh, you know it, Timmy.
So, Mayor Bibb and the Haslam Sports Group, meaning Jimmy and Dee Haslam, they have come to an agreement now.
So the city's going to drop their lawsuits?
Yeah. So the city's going to get out of the way on
What do they
everything,
get for it?
which paves the way for them to move to Brook Park and have, $1.2 billion of the $2.4 billion for the tab on the stadium fall on public dollars. I think half of it, $600 million is from the unclaimed funds, another $600 million from local and state fees. $100 million check will be stroked to the city of Cleveland. That's what we're talking about here. Jimmy Haslam, the Haslam Sports Group, will pay $100 million to the city of Cleveland, and that'll be the end of it. How about that? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to throw that way, especially whenever you build a stadium and you are a big, powerful sports franchise owner, and you always say, right, and it's not wrong, you just got to look at what these franchises are valued at. You are going to make so much money whenever this franchise hits the open market. It's ridiculous to think of how much public funds you're always asking for to build these stadiums.
I don't know how much it costs to do things in terms of, urban planning and building things, but what do we assume the cost is going to be for tearing down First Energy and then repurposing that site?
Oh, nothing. It's $100.
But it's got to be.
Just get a couple of bombs.
It's got to be like $100 million, right?
You think it'll be $100 million?
What are you going to
get rid of the stadium?
Put like an igloo over there? You're going to build something new, something nice, something for the public to use?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, if you factor in whatever's going to go there, sure.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you're talking about tons of money to make that work. Yeah, I guess it could be somewhere in that ballpark.
What should they put over there? What does Cleveland not have?
I don't know.
I'm done with parks. That's enough with the parks.
Aren't they putting...
it's just people and their dogs and homeless people looking stupid. Done with parks.
We got parks everywhere.
Yeah, everyone's got parks.
You think Cleveland doesn't have parks? No.
You got lakeshore parks. You got it all. Let's not do a park. Let's do something else that's fun.
Nah, they're doing... they're already getting that Cosm place. You heard about that thing?
No,
it's
what's Cosm?
The Cosm is... I don't like it because Colin Cowherd likes it.
Oh, well,
Is that
okay.
wrong? Is that wrong of me?
No, that's not wrong.
Did you? He said something again this weekend. Did you see it? He was like, get used to this, cold weather Big Ten teams. You're going to come out here. You're going to get your butt beat by USC, rinse and repeat. Would you just shut up? You guys were 7-6 last year.
I'm sorry, did you...
USC.
Did you not see what Indiana
7-6
just did? Going to Oregon?
I think he meant specifically USC.
Okay,
it was like a
USC
stick
also
your chest out USC guy tweet.
Went to
I just hated it.
Champaign and lost a couple weeks ago.
And they're going to go to Notre Dame this week and
right.
lose. Ridiculous, though. Cosm is that place where you go in and it's like an arena. There's only 2 or 3 of them, I think, so far in the country, and Cleveland was reportedly getting one. You like sit in there and it's like being at the game. It's like all around you, an IMAX type of experience for sports watching. They're getting one of those. I don't know.
How about we do this?
What else, though? What else?
I think Cleveland needs a hook. It's like, we got the market and we got Polish dogs and
they got the water up there.
They got the water. You know what, though? That's fine. But we have parks that satisfy that itch.
Don't poo-poo a great lake.
It's fine. I'm not poo-pooing it.
It's Lake Erie. Show some respect.
Show some respect for the glacier that melted.
You will respect one of the 5 Great Lakes.
But I'm like, it needs a hook. Everybody has gambling now.
A hook.
Now you're thinking. How about
No, I'm not.
Cleveland's House of Sin? That's what we build there.
They get their own version of the Bunny Ranch.
That's
Everybody
what I
loves
mean.
going west to the Bunny Ranch.
Prostitution is only legal in that one spot.
Right? I mean, that's not fair.
You can have a whole mini mall, a strip mall.
A strip mall for strippers.
No, not strippers.
A stripper mall.
A do-ya mall. They all do ya.
Want my love. They just play.
In Canada,
song.
prostitution's legal. So maybe they do a little walkway.
I didn't know that.
Like a big walkway out to the water. It's a nice little walk, right? maybe a little tram that takes you out right across the border.
It's legal
in the middle of Lake Erie, and then that's where your house of sin is, right in the middle of the lake.
Right across.
You technically go to Canada.
Right across the line.
Mm-hmm.
It's legal in all of Canada.
I don't know about that. In Windsor, Canada, it was legal.
Everything's legal in Windsor.
Everything's legal in Windsor.
Windsor. I've actually been to Windsor.
So
one of
have
those
I.
idiot college kids. Oh, we're going to go to Detroit. Oh, we got to go to Windsor, Canada so we can get a beer and gamble a little bit.
I was with my buddy, Ken Trapp.
Lost all my money there.
He was talking about this forever. Was going to go to Windsor, get himself a lady of the evening. Right? Big talk, Ken. He's going to do it.
Ken sounds great.
Ken's a good guy, man. He's an eccentric guy. And so we go to Windsor, and he's like, oh, see you later. I'm going. Right? He got himself a motel room.
Oh, dear God.
And he's going to have one come to the motel room. So we had a couple other buddies there. We went out. We had a nice time in Windsor. Good, clean, wholesome family night.
Sure. Yeah, sounds like it.
And then the next morning, getting ready to leave. Because it's in and out, literally. You don't want to spend too much time in the Windsor.
The old in and out.
It's not like you go for a week.
Yeah, the old in and out.
Forward my mail to Windsor. So I met up with Ken.
I spent a night there one weekend.
The next morning.
I messed that up. You actually do spend a night there one week.
Spent a weekend there one night.
Spent a month there one night.
And I saw Ken. I said, hey, Ken, how'd it go? He goes, oh, it went good. Got her up to the room.
Yeah?
And I said, yeah. What happened?
Yeah?
Well, I got nervous, so we sat on the bed and talked the whole night.
I could see where that was going.
That was the easiest cash she ever made.
Oh, baby.
She just sat there and talked to this big fat jamoke.
$25 well spent.
He still got the crabs. She sat on the bedspread.
The trip that we took in college that wound up with us going to Windsor for a night. We were following Kansas basketball. It was a rough senior year for me, for someone that went to school there to do the journalism school, broadcasting. Went there for the basketball, and then the school was sort of a byproduct.
That's always a good idea.
Yeah, that's how it was going in my life back then. And senior year, Kansas lost in the first round both of those years. They had the Bucknell debacle, and then that last year when we went to Detroit, they lost to Bradley. So it was.
I'd like the opportunity to lose in the first round this year. If I'm a Buckeye fan.
Wouldn't that be great?
Can we lose again in the first round?
I don't want to lose in the first round, but it was that trip where we took a little side trip to Windsor. And on the way back, I caught the 24-hour stomach bug, and I'm in an SUV of 5 stupid college dudes. I mean, they were my good friends, but we're all stupid, let's be honest. And I am vomiting into my hat and into a bag and into whatever I can get my hands on the entire way back. And I'm just lucky if they'll stop off like every 2 hours because they're going. Like, they're driving. They're basically telling me, oh, that sucks to be you. And I remember stopping in Ann Arbor and getting a look at the big house, looking at it, and then vomiting right back into my hat.
Well, there you go.
And later on, here I am, covering the Buckeyes, loving Ohio State. I knew I hated that place.
All right, we got to talking. Coming up next, today's a very special day. Very special day. It never goes overlooked on this program. We will celebrate it coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at some stop-and-go traffic on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 71 and Westerville. And watch out for an accident that's on the left shoulder of southbound 315 at Henderson Road, causing traffic to slow down. This report is sponsored by FranklinCrisisCare.org. Are you or someone you know feeling overwhelmed by a mental health or addiction crisis? The Franklin County Crisis Care Center is now open 24/7 with care from certified peers and professionals. Learn more at FranklinCrisisCare.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus special rates on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card from BMI Federal Credit Union. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
Holiday gifting is a good deal better when you shop early holiday deals at Meijer. Save $40 on a Keurig K-Slim single-serve brewer. Save 25% on Room and Retreat Collection Cold Weather Throws. Get 30% off select Hasbro board games. And get 50% off select Hatchimals Alive toys. Bring more happy to the holiday season with early holiday deals at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
When you're building a single-family house, multi-unit house, townhouse, penthouse, row house, or tiny house, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. The Columbus builders who are building Columbus do. They know they can rent the right equipment at the right price right now, thanks to the largest rental fleet and most rental locations in Columbus. All powered by people for equipment know-how, support, transport, and training. So no matter what you've got going in or going up, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. Learn more at sunbeltrentals.com.
Hey, it's Anthony. Wouldn't you want to drive into the new season with a brand new Honda from Germain Honda of Dublin? You can lease the 25 Honda Accord LX for just $199 a month or finance at 3.99% APR. Or the 26 Honda CR-V LX all-wheel drive, leasing from only $319 a month or finance from 4.99% APR. These fall deals are fantastic. Visit Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270, or you can shop online anytime at GermainHondaofDublin.com.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at ColumbusMen'sClinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
The Fan has a new tailgate destination. Join us before every home game at the O Patio and Pub on Lane.
Sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers, Jameson Whiskey and Coors Light.
See you Saturday, friends.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal. Report suspicious behavior and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means you pick your wager. Will it be $1, $2, a crisp $20? Your call. Like picking your own numbers, use any inspiration you like. Birthdays, jersey numbers, you name it. And if you don't feel like choosing, there's the Super Quick Auto Pick. With regular promotions that'll get you more bang for your Keno buck, multiple ways to win, prizes galore, and live draws every few minutes. Anytime is the right time to get in on the Keno action. Keno is always fun, your way. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
Picture this. You're halfway through a DIY car fix and boom, you're missing a part. It's okay because whatever it is, it's on eBay and it's guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Blue skies, a bit of a breeze, otherwise a real nice finish on this Monday. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Overnight dropping back down to around 50 degrees, clear and cool with light winds and a bit of patchy fog. Plenty of sunshine Tuesday and back in the mid-70s by the afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Panama Ted is being forced to produce this show against his will. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I want to tell you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health.
They're my friends.
As well. They're my friends.
My friend.
Your friends. Tyvis's friends. My friends.
Doggy.
A lot of men remember their first time. Remember yours? You probably try to forget about it, right? As do I.
The girl tried to forget.
Yeah. But it's not the first time that you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that rat bastard ED crept up in there and gotcha.
Ed.
ED, erectile dysfunction. That guy is a demon. If you're over 50, it's likely that you've experienced that. But the good news is, if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. Here's what you do. You go to tristatemenshealth.com. You said it back then. There's 2 lovely locations right here in Central Ohio, one in Hilliard, the one right up there in Westerville. Give them a call, 800-900-9654. You can see about their wonderful treatment plans that they can tailor to you. They've got treatments with success rates over 90%. Some of them can even have you last an hour or more. Dear God, that's a long time. That's long enough for someone like Sting. So check them out and get that first initial $99 visit. Get the test dose in the office. If it doesn't work there, your office visit is free. Tri-State Men's Health.
Which Sting? Roxanne Sting or wrestler Sting?
Roxanne. It's got to be Roxanne.
Roxanne. Today's a very special
Putting
day.
on the red light.
Today is Columbus Day. Okay? It's not fashionable to talk about Columbus Day anymore. I got it. I'm not celebrating it for that reason.
We don't care about that. We don't care about that aspect.
Today's Les Miles talking about Columbus Day. That's what we celebrate today. This is a man who won a national championship. This is a man who, at a certain point in his career, was well respected in the coaching profession. And I contend he is one of the dumbest people on earth.
You contend?
He did give us gems like this.
Good afternoon. Just want to remind everybody that it's Columbus Day, that all those of you that know Italians and like Italians are the people that might venture onto a ship and travel to explore and find new lands. This is your day. So it's not St. Paddy's Day. That's a different day entirely.
I remember when that first happened. We played it. And then T-Bone, who was sitting next to me, said, well, he's riffing. He's got to be in on it. And then he talked some more about other things. That was the OG. Columbus Day was the OG when we really started to think about this guy needing some serious psychiatric help. Then there was his description of watching the World Cup and FIFA.
I like the FIFA.
Oh.
The summer was marked with FIFA, FIFA action. I want you to know something. My son is truly a soccer player. He played high school soccer and loves it. He was so motivated after watching some World Cup that he bounced out to a pickup soccer game for 4 hours. Think about that one. I mean, can you imagine? Baseball has, confines. But soccer has no You just run and run and run and run, right? I enjoy that. That was a real interesting thing for me. I rooted for the USA, certainly first and foremost. Then I rooted for Costa Rica. Then I rooted for Colombia. It seemed to have a physical brand of ball that I really kind of enjoyed. But I want you to know something. The smatter of athleticism, the uniqueness of play was really great, and I'm a fan. But I got to tell you right now, when you start an acronym with F for Federation, don't you really just kind of come to mind of a guy that's carrying a gun? I mean, really, Federation International Football Association, right? It seems like maybe they should have added conglomeration. There's some other shuns in there that'll make them. I mean, I just really was intrigued. So I just figured I'd open with that.
There's not a butterfly net big enough to catch this guy.
Oh, my. I had not listened to that one in a minute.
You didn't listen to the whole one?
I had not listened to the FIFA one in quite some time. I was ready, and I knew we were going to listen to the Columbus Day. And
I got more.
I knew we had the Columbus Day one is great with the thing he says about Italians and people who love Italians or people that might venture onto a ship and go exploring. This is your day. But the FIFA one is so much weirder and so much better. I love how he goes down his laundry list of teams that he's rooting for. And it goes, who would have thunk Costa Rica would be second?
Costa Rica, baby.
I like the Ivory Coast. They play mean. They play tough. Tough in the Ivory Coast.
Les Miles talking about what every American should be excited for. Election Day. It's your chance to go out there and have your voice be heard.
Just recognize that it's Election Day coming up, where all those model citizens will get off and take care of their duties to their country. It's just not Columbus Day. It's not just for the Italians. It's certainly not St. Paddy's Day. It's not just for the Irish. It is for all of those who have the ability to vote in our country. So get out and do that, please.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Les. Les is also interested in other sports. Here's Les Miles on baseball.
We found out that every ball was documented. Every pitched ball from the mound to the plate in what is Major League Baseball is documented and categorized. And this one is a slider. It breaks this far. It's a fastball. It does. And what they're doing is they're deciding and figuring out what really makes a pitch a difficult ball to hit. Yeah. And they make a couple great points. They live in outside the box decision making that they put a formula and a calculation to, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was him talking about when he went to Kansas, how he was going to have some outside the box thinking.
I forgot.
I was going to really take him over the edge.
His wonderful 2-year stint at Kansas where he was let go after that 0-9 start to the second season.
Well, I mean, he was utilizing some baseball metrics when he was over at Kansas. Here's some more, Les.
Good morning. Nice to see you all. I'm told I'm in the last day of media days. It appears to me that some of the media have not shaved and have left their car running in the back parking lot, kind of ready to get off to fishing or wherever they're supposed to be off to. Scooter has way too much sun to be inside, so I can tell you this, that I did not bring tennis shoes. That is a product of a sports information director who knows that I have an attachment to those shoes. I'm wearing regular shoes and regular socks.
Yay! Leslie's wearing shoes.
Les, you're a weird guy.
But hold on.
What's he doing now?
Les, he's getting ready for Thanksgiving. It's coming soon. Les enjoys Thanksgiving.
I am the easiest man to please when it comes to food. I have to be honest. I think it's definitely the turkey with a warm gravy. Maybe it's the last spoon or fork of food on the plate, that has a little bit of salt and pepper and maybe a little bit of the turkey and gravy and some of the stuffing that would be there, and maybe just a smidgen of that cranberry stuff, right? Not like a big, not kind of overwhelm the last bite, but that right there, oh my goodness, right? That last bite's worth a lot. I might add that the turkey sandwich with mayonnaise, mustard, onions, and a little salad, a little lettuce, kind of makes for good eating later too, doesn't it? Wish you hadn't mentioned that. I haven't had my lunch yet.
Something about the way.
Oh my God!
The way he says everything is wrong. Just words. They're all wrong.
I just can't. I keep thinking of the Thanksgiving meme as I'm hearing him do that. The beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, hams, you need. That should be less, not that.
I don't know anyone who rambles as much as Les does. Yes, I do. Let's listen.
I am the easiest man to please when it comes to food. I have to be honest. I think it's definitely the turkey with a warm gravy.
Turkey and gravy. Everybody likes that. All right, you got your own tricks and ways that you roast or deep fry, how Beanie's going to do it. I like that. I want some leftovers of the deep fry.
Maybe it's the last spoon or fork of food on the plate, that has a little bit of salt and pepper. And
it's my spoon bread. That's what I call it over at the Hall household.
Maybe a little bit of the turkey and gravy and some of the stuffing that would be there, and maybe just a smidgen of that cranberry stuff, right?
It's got the corn in there. It's got the cheese. It's got the corn muffin mix.
Not like not kind of overwhelm the last bite, but that right there, oh my goodness, right?
You can mix it up with a little bit if the mashed potatoes sneak over onto it. That's fine. Just gobble it on up. You get a carrot or two stuck in there.
That last bite's worth a lot. I might add that the turkey sandwich with mayonnaise, mustard, and onions, and a little salad, a little lettuce, kind of makes for good eating later too, doesn't it?
Just spoon it, Zeke style. Nom, nom, nom. Just get it all over your face, whatever. Spoon it in. Spoon bread. Zeke should love it too. That's my favorite dish.
Wish you hadn't mentioned that. I haven't had my lunch yet.
That is good.
Jason's Beef with our guy Jayson Stark live from Milwaukee. 2 minutes from now. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some slower traffic on westbound 270 on that north outer belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. Just a couple-minute delay there. And there's a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 315 between North Broadway and 161. This report is sponsored by FranklinCrisisCare.org. Are you or someone you know feeling overwhelmed by a mental health or addiction crisis? The Franklin County Crisis Care Center is now open 24/7 with care from certified peers and professionals. Learn more at FranklinCrisisCare.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
If your garage door sounds like a raccoon learning the bagpipes, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, we fixed awful garage doors. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
He's a man who's in every Hall of Fame in the known universe. He's a man who travels thousands of miles to see celestial bodies. He's a man who enjoys a good tomato pie. And he's a man who regrets a few life choices every Monday at 5:30. It's Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the heat? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on train systems, including 0% APR for 60 months.
Oh, he is hitting the mean streets of Milwaukee as the NLCS starts up tonight. Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Hello, my friend.
Yeah, just another NLCS in Milwaukee. That's where I am.
I was looking up things for you to do in Milwaukee, and did you know that the only bobblehead museum in the world is in Milwaukee?
Really?
Yeah.
Is there? You don't have a bobblehead, do you?
No, I don't. But you're in the Hall of Fame. You should have a bobblehead.
I don't have any bobbleheads.
There's got to be a Jayson Stark bobblehead that somebody somewhere made. There has to be.
Get on that. I'm going to
hook one up during the segment.
I also want you to know that I had a burger last night and asked about the butter thing, and the guy did not know what I was talking about.
Oh, come on. Where are you going?
You lured me into that.
No, first, where'd you go, to Applebee's?
Went to a sports bar where I could watch baseball and football at the same time. Where else would I go?
Jayson, there's a world-famous place called Solly's Grill, Solly. It's right there in Glendale. That's the place. It's like a 100-year-old classic butter burger. You Google that thing. They look outstanding.
Okay, I don't have time to do that. Say they win the World Series and we're here a while. I promise I'll find it.
Also, if you go on any street corner in Milwaukee and just start screaming Butterburger, large women will come up to you, maybe with a Butterburger.
So wait, if I just scream it, one will materialize. That's how it works.
Well, a large woman will. I don't know if the Butterburger will. All right, so game 1 of the NLCS tonight. Brewers coming off a very emotional series with the Cubs. You told us last week, if they beat the Cubs, that was their number one wish list. Everything else is gravy. But, I assume now that we're here, well, let's go out and win, shall we?
The World Series would be kind of cool, too, since they played in one as recently as 43 years ago.
Right.
We could be looking at potentially a World Series between two teams that have never won one, right? The Mariners who've never played in one, and the Brewers who've only played in one, and it was 1982. I don't know if that would be Fox's dream World Series, but I'd root for storylines. That's a pretty amazing storyline.
Well, I mean, I think the playoffs so far have been pretty dramatic, and we got the Mariners and the Blue Jays going on right now. You're probably keeping an eye on that one, I would assume, as you're getting ready for Brewers-Dodgers tonight. But thoughts on Game 1? Thoughts on the Mariners? Mike and I were talking earlier before the segment. We like this Seattle team. Like, we think it'd be cool if we saw them continue on and get to the World Series, if not win it.
Yeah, I love their team, too. I mean, great group. Love being around them. And I don't know if you guys have heard this, but the catcher is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had a swing of the bat last night that, who knows, you could look back on and say everything changed with that pitch. And that's what he's done now since day one. It's really an amazing saga. I know that I wrote a column and said Aaron Judge should win the American League MVP, but there's no wrong answers on the quiz because Cal Raleigh's amazing, and that was an amazing moment. Kevin Gossman had been unbelievable, unhittable, totally dominant until he wasn't, until Cal Raleigh stepped to the plate. And Julio today, another one of those swings off a guy who looked like he was unhittable last time we saw him, and he was Savage. They've just got something magical going. If they win 2 in Toronto and go home to Seattle, oh my God, just try to imagine the atmosphere in that place when they have never played in a World Series. They've never won 2 postseason series in the same year in the history of the franchise.
Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark here on The Fan. Going back to Milwaukee, when I was a kid, I was a big nerd. I liked baseball. I liked the radio, right? So I would sit in my room at night. I had the AM radio, and you could pick up stations from across the country and listen to baseball games because that's usually what was on at night. And I'd listen to the stations in Pittsburgh and stuff like that. But Milwaukee was close by. Milwaukee, I don't know if you heard, Jayson, kind of like a suburb of Chicago. And so Milwaukee was close by. I would get WTMJ very easily on my radio, and I would listen to Bob Uecker. And I know that Bob Uecker passed recently, and that's been sort of the talking point up there, Do It For Ueck. And I think sometimes we wax nostalgic about things, and we overblow it and what they mean. And I don't think you could possibly overblow how Brewer fans felt about Bob Uecker, and how Bob Uecker, how much he meant to that city. Can you?
You are absolutely right. And the thing that's cool too is these players feel the same way. This manager feels the same way. This coaching staff feels the same way. This is not just some plot line that people like you and me concoct because it sounds good or it feels good. Bob Uecker was the Brewers. Players came and went, but Bob Uecker was always there. He was that voice of summer. But we say that about everybody who's a broadcaster for a team for that many years. This was more. I mean, this was a guy he had an amazing life. You can't name anybody in our experience who's had Bob Uecker's lifetime where he had his own sitcom. He was, I think, the number one most booked guest on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. I played in the major leagues for, I think it was 7 years. And oh, by the way, he broadcast the same team for 50. And
well, not just that, he was Harry Doyle. I was talking to my wife about him the other day. She goes, oh, yeah, he was the Cleveland guy. I said, no, he was the Cleveland announcer in the movie.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
I forget that. Exactly. And, I mean, if you bring up Bob Uecker's name to these guys, like the look in their eye tells you it's real. It's not fake. They were thinking about him the other night, and they've been thinking about him this whole month, and they've been thinking about him this whole season, and they've been thinking about him ever since the day they got the news. And that is real, and that is powerful. And I don't know where it's leading, but it's there, and it's an amazing thing hovering over this series.
Do you think that the Brewers have the magic here? I mean, I know you're going to have an affinity for a team that has Shohei Ohtani on it, and why not so? The Dodgers pay a lot for that team. They're the defending champs, but you kind of do feel this with Milwaukee, especially with the home games here to start off.
Yeah, so Tim, we had to make predictions at The Athletic, what we thought would happen in this series, and here's what I said. I'm not listening to the part of my brain that says the Dodgers have the best roster in the sport. I'm not listening to the part of my brain that says the Dodgers have by far the best rotation in this series. I'm listening to the part of my brain that says nobody repeats anymore, and there's Brewers magic happening, and the Brewers played the Dodgers 6 times this year and beat them all 6 and made them incredibly uncomfortable because they applied so much pressure with their legs and how much contact they could make. And they scored late in every game against the Dodger bullpen, which I still think is hovering over this series. And so I picked the Brewers in 7. I'm always wrong, but I just have a feeling. You get back to me in a week and tell me how crazy I am.
Well, here's the good news. We will get back to you in a week. Enjoy the game tonight. Enjoy the series, and we'll talk to you 1 week from now.
Okay, I'll report back on the Butterburger situation, too.
Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some slower traffic on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt from Easton Way to 670. And you're going to hit a slowdown due to a crash on the left shoulder of southbound 315 at Henderson Road. Police are on scene, adding to the delay. This report is sponsored by Ohio 811. Call before you dig. Contact Ohio 811 at least 48 hours before you dig. It's easy to do, and it's the law. Centerpoint Energy, Columbia Gas, Duke Energy, and Enbridge Gas want you to dig safely. Contact Ohio 811 every time you dig. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Brought to you by Metal Supermarkets. From hobbyists and machine shops to manufacturers and maintenance departments, visit Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com for all your metal needs.
At Retail Rush, you can find name brand products at unbeatable prices. We source products from big box stores and auction them online starting at $5. Get up to 90% off retail prices on home decor, lawn and garden, and more. Bid now at retailrush.com.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of the biggest reasons people get new windows, Wilson, is that old windows make for an uncomfortable house with crazy high roller coaster energy bills.
Leslie, people love being uncomfortable on roller coasters. The ups, the downs, the gurgling in your stomach because you had 5 corn dogs before getting on.
Did that happen to you, Wilson?
What? No.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Bills piling up? CME can help you wrap up your debt into one simple, manageable signature loan with rates starting as low as 8.75% APR. Let CME help you unwrap peace of mind. APR from 8.75%. Terms and eligibility apply. Visit CMEFCU.org.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The kitchen drain has had enough. The toilet's called it quits. The faucet in the master bath, it's throwing childish fits.
In a flash, I'm at your door to win your water war. I battle leaks and clogs and drips until I are no more. Free service call with your plumbing repair. Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
It's officially fall at Firehouse Subs. The Thanksgiving turkey sub is back. This sub brings all the flavors of the Thanksgiving table into one crave-worthy bite. Stacked high with premium carved turkey, rich stuffing, and cranberry sauce. Add a side of warm, savory gravy for ultimate holiday comfort. Hurry to Firehouse Subs today and try the Thanksgiving turkey sub before it's gone. Limited time at participating Firehouse Subs restaurants while supplies last. Planning a tailgate or game day spread? Firehouse Subs Catering makes it easy to feed the whole crew.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week, but not OJ because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
5 words no one wants to hear? You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year, no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
1, 2, 3. Football season is weird because we actually look forward to Mondays. It's Reaction Monday.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. And then we got a big night here.
Oh,
Jackets
huge.
home opener.
Yeah.
Against the Devils. Coverage starts 6:30 here on The Fan. So we have that. I'm most excited for that, but we have our 2 teams are playing Monday Night Football tonight, Bears and Commanders.
And that's not it. 2-pack of Monday Night Football games.
Got the Bills and the Falcons at 7:15 on the S-Pen. Bears and Commanders, 8:15 on ABC. You also have ALCS going on right now. Mariners up on the Blue Jays 3-2, bottom of the second. And then 8 o'clock tonight, Dodgers and Brew, NLCS game 1. So you got a lot.
So much.
A lot of sports to watch tonight.
And what'd we say? Julio had a 3-run bomb in the first inning?
Yes,
to
Julio
get the scoring for
Rodriguez.
Seattle. Cal Raleigh walked, got on base as well to be one of the runs scored. So what a night. How you feeling about the Bears tonight? Commanders are banged up, man.
I never feel good about the Bears.
Yeah, I don't feel good about this one either. So one of us has to
Who's
win.
playing wide receiver for you?
I don't know.
Terry McLaurin.
I don't know. There's
dead.
nobody.
Debo Samuel dead.
Jalen Lane, I think, is the Virginia Tech guy
Nathan
that they
Lane.
like.
From the Birdcage, right?
Birdcage.
He's your wide receiver.
Producers, too, right?
Yeah.
Weren't him and Broderick in the movie? The movie production of the
If you
play.
say so.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think of a Starlight Mint?
Remind me what the Starlight is. Is it just
Star Bright is
peppermint?
like the Brock's product, but it's the white mint with the.
Oh yeah,
it's peppermint. Yeah.
Oh, outstanding. It's
delicious.
It's
like a candy cane.
Who's going to turn down? Yes, and I contend.
Contend?
Peppermint flavor is one of probably the best seasonal flavor that can come in. When you start seeing the peppermint type of ice cream.
But again, why does it have to
into
be
the
seasonal?
cases?
This is my case with pumpkin.
Well,
Should be all year round, enjoy a little peppermint.
You can enjoy it all year round. And I guess that would be, I kind of see your point with that type of
Summertime, that refreshing zing of a peppermint.
There's certain things.
What about a York?
You can get, York peppermint patty is a deliciously refreshing candy.
Underrated.
But the thing about the peppermints, you can always go by the candy aisle and get like a cheap off-brand Meyer, Starlight, whatever it is. You can have the, what do they call, what's the actual scientific name for the peppermints that are like melt-aways? You know what I'm talking about? They're white and red, but they're sometimes individually wrapped and they dissolve pretty quickly. What is like buttermints almost?
I don't know.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
They're the puffy peppermints.
Puffy?
Yeah.
I know what you're
Teddy,
talking
you know
about.
What I'm talking about? They're like shaped like a nub. What are those called?
No idea.
Nub mints.
On.
Nubbies.
You know what I'm saying.
I do. They're called nubbies.
They're delicious, and you can get those.
Teddy, you going to suck on
all
some
year
nubbies
long.
later?
Sure, why not?
Of course.
If they're peppermint.
I don't know if I would call the ones that I'm describing a sucking candy. I guess they are a sucking
Why
candy.
wouldn't? Yes, they're a sucking candy.
You put them in your mouth.
You suck them?
You put them in your mouth and you suck on them. So I guess they're sucking candies.
Kind of like a porous.
Yeah, they are.
Feeling.
Yes, they are. You can
Little
really
chalky.
They are.
Once you sort of break it down, it gets chalky.
But delicious. Still delicious. Tasty. You can put a couple in at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Have we discussed the junior mint?
Have we discussed a junior mint?
I also think that is just criminally underrated.
Of course we've discussed a junior mint. They're delicious.
I wish they made
Who's turning one
giant
down?
junior mints. Giant.
Like when you go to...
Because the goo in the junior mint is different from the mint in the York peppermint patty.
You ever been through Hershey Park? You ever been to the big giant Hershey World?
I have not, no.
You'd love the store. I would say if you're ever heading down the Pennsylvania Turnpike, veer, just like it goes through Pittsburgh, as we've established too, right by Oakmont. Go and veer into Hershey just to go to the store, even if you don't go to the amusement park. They've got the gigantic Hershey bars. They got the Hershey Kisses that are the size of a volleyball. They should do that with junior mints too. They should make gigantic candies for Halloween time.
All right, back page.
The back page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
We lost an acting legend this weekend. Diane Keaton passed away at 79. I mean, the list can just go on and on and on and on and on.
A lot of
The
stuff.
movies that she's been in. Obviously, later in her career, she played the older, like grandma role, the older woman role in a lot of chick flicks. She was good. Father of the Bride was one of her big hits.
Father of the Bride, very
one of
good
my
movie.
wife's favorite movies. If there is a movie for her that she can just flick on just to have as background noise or be completely invested in it like she's been 100 times before. She can watch that one. Never, me personally, never loved the Father of the Bride 2 plot. Kind of didn't love that one.
Why?
Where you
Because
got
they
mom
got pregnant at the same
daughter
time?
popping out babies
That's
in
cute.
the hospital.
It's nice.
It's cute.
Yes, it's nice. It happens in West Virginia all the time.
Disgusting. It's gross.
Beautiful.
I don't even understand how the granddaughter and the daughter is the same.
Who's the daughter married to in real life? The country guy, isn't he, Teddy?
The daughter from Father and the Bride?
Yeah, the actress.
The actress?
Oh, Brad Paisley?
Yeah,
was the
they're
actress?
still married,
Brad
right?
Paisley?
I believe so, aren't
Yeah.
they?
I had a thing with her.
What's her name?
She doesn't know it, but I had a thing with her.
Is that Kimberly Williams?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it says her name is Kimberly Williams Paisley, so there you go. Annie Banks.
How's she doing?
Looks good. Looks fine. Yeah, she looks good. 54 years old. I can't tell you any movies or things she's
Gabby
been
Thomas. Did you see Gabby Thomas this weekend on the gram?
No, what
she
was
went
she
to
up
some sort of red carpet thing, and she had like a mini skirt on with big.
Why are you doing this to
big
yourself?
boots and oh my God. My God.
Why?
Because she's doing it to me. I follow her for good old-fashioned sports content. She's an Olympian, for God's sake.
No, you
And
don't.
then she keeps giving me fall in love with me photos. It's not fair.
That's all this is. Just be clear about that.
No, she's.
Oh, I think she's a great runner.
She is a great runner. She's an Olympian, for God's sake. She's
an
got
Olympian.
gold medals.
How many she got?
You got a few.
What she won? What events has she won?
Well, she won the 100 last. Was it 100 or 200? 200.
Oh, boy.
200 last Olympics.
Where was that?
Paris.
All right, good.
Oh, you quizzing me now?
I was. I'm quizzing you on Gabby because you love her so
Go
much.
look at Gabby's
You know
pictures
everything.
from the weekend.
I will.
God. She's got that little dog she carries around too. I'd love to be that dog.
You don't like people carrying around dogs, but it's okay when she does it.
I want to be the dog, is what I said.
Yeah, you just want to be stuffed into one of her carry-on cases.
Buckeyes show is next. Jackets time, 6:30, home opener. We'll see you tomorrow. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a couple minutes slowdown on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt from Westerville to Cleveland Avenue. And we have a 5-minute holdup on southbound 71 on the north side between North Broadway and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lessig. Ohio Laborers would like to congratulate Member of the Week, Thomas Dillinger. Laborers Local number 530, Zanesville. Thomas is a 19-year journeyman working with GTM Construction. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.